When last we left our heroes, Task the Kobold Ranger, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, Panic the Tiefling Bard, and their good and reliable friend, Remy the Kenku Fighter, the party was enjoying a day of winter festivities, hot food, cocoa, and an extravagant sledding competition. After Borky and Remy placed first and received their prizes, a frost-laden bow and some gold, the party continued on to enjoy the festivities. It was only then that disaster struck, as the Silver King slipped away from Brork and the Council's diligent watch, and then went on to attack the party's home, the Sweet Dragon Tavern. Snatching away their resident wizard, Willow, in his talons, and flying westward, the Silver King made a quick exit out of the city, leaving the party standing dumbfounded in front of the now smashed and destroyed Wizard's Tower and the remains of their home. So as you guys stand in front of the ruins of Willow's Tower, part of your tavern's also smashed on one side, but it's not completely collapsed. The roof's kind of collapsed in on one side. It looks like the peak top of the Wizard Tower kind of fell over onto part of the roof. It looks like Panic, your bedroom may have been crushed slightly, but not enough to like damage anything inside. But your window's broken and your roof's kind of caved in a bit.
Panic's just staring, and he just falls to his knees right there in the street.
Hey, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me which NPCs came with us. I know Brork ran with us, but like who else
Brork
ran?
and Solly are with you.
Okay.
No one else is with you.
Okay.
Helga! The new cat we got! Oh my god, where's Scobbles? Is Scobbles okay? No, he's not.
I'm okay.
Oh my god!
Out of the ground.
Yeah!
It's fine.
Yeah!
Right out of the snow.
I did my goblin survival instinct, and I got down. Like really down.
Borky just kind of hugs her. Oh,
It's
God,
okay.
you're okay.
Helga left. Helga left for the festival. I don't even know if she knows what's going on.
Who else was in the place?
I think there was a guard outside, but he's not here now. And you just hear as an arm busts out from some of the rubble of the Wizard's Tower and begins kind of smacking around. You can't really tell who it is.
Well, let's get over there and get him out.
Immediately get over.
Task and Greckles, I need you to roll a strength check for me.
Oh, good. Best stats.
God damn it!
Hey, it's an 11.
11, that's not bad.
I have to get this fucking stat fixed somehow.
Yeah,
It's a dumb stat, man.
Speaking of busted stats, my AC
15,
is
not bad.
Okay, 15.
That's athletics.
Oh, piss.
I'll let it stand. You're not proficient in it, I don't think. You guys grab the arm and you begin to pull, and as you do, you see the helmeted face of Louis Strug.
Louis Strug, are you okay?
I'm fine. I heard a scream upstairs, and he kind of pulls himself out of the rubble. Ugh. He's kind of clutching his arm around his body, his other arm. I heard a scream, and I ran upstairs, but I couldn't reach it there. But I did. I reached whatever this is, and he reveals Bright in his other arm, the small celestial creature that Remy you've not seen. So I will show it to you.
Okay.
I look over to Greckles. Well, at least we might have a leash now.
Depends on how strong their bond is. It hasn't been that long.
Oh, wow. What is this?
It's a Barchoba. It's a little celestial. You've heard of these.
Okay.
War mages tend to have them. Like really talented war mages have them as familiars.
Impressive.
What's it doing right now?
It's kind of cleaning itself, it's kind of rubbing its face like a
Being a
hamster. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not actively seeking out its master?
It appears to be sort of disorientated at the moment, kind of getting its bearings just like anyone else would. Lustraw kind of sits down and goes, "There's some of her things I think are around." And he points to a desk, and you see actually a barrel overturned with a bunch of red bottles inside.
Go to get them right now.
Okay. You find 5 potions.
Yeah.
It appears to be.
Each of us.
Yeah, it appears to be her stock. These ones heal. Let me grab her level that she was.
Is there a shop and a save point? If so, we're really doomed.
Those ones will do 2d4 plus 4 for those potions.
So I now have 3 of those. Excellent.
And I have 2.
Roll an investigation check for those of you who are picking through the rubble.
Oh boy.
And as you guys are doing this, Burke is there's now kind of a crowd gathering,
Damn
and
it.
Burke's just kind of like settling down the crowd. He's like, oh, there's nothing to see here.
11.
Keep moving. Like he's kind of
14.
14,
9.
9.
Remy's not investigating. He's going to go to Brook.
Okay. Greckles, you find in Willow's desk a letter.
Is it
A
sealed?
sealed letter. It is sealed, yeah.
Do I
And
recognize? Is the seal recognizable?
it's Willow's seal.
Okay.
That's what she uses. Brooke is kind of ushering people, and people are kind of asking questions like, what happened? What's going on? And Brooke's like, oh, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the festivities, please. Enjoy the festivities. Nothing to be. It's just an accident. No worries. And Solly's actually helping him, too.
What's the front? What's the front say, if anything?
To Doros from Willow.
Ooh, goody!
I'm gonna hang on to this.
Real fast, Borky's gonna turn to Panic, who's currently on the ground. Panic! It's okay. We can rebuild stronger after we find Willow. What's wrong, Panic? Speak to me!
Why does this always happen to us?
We could be
We never
cursed.
keep anything nice.
Task was holding his face the whole time as Panic said that. He just goes, what do the humans call it? Deja vu? This is 4 years all over again.
Panic sort of stumbles up and goes to the rubble to see how his stage is looking.
Your stage is fine. The entire left side of the building, the actual tavern part, is completely untouched.
Panic
It
sort
is-
of sighs, but she's just sort of speechless at the moment.
Yeah, it's Willow's tower. It is straight up destroyed. It's been crushed essentially. As the crowd is kind of mumbling, you then hear the clanging of armor, the sounds of motion, and you see Doros break through the crowd.
Oh,
along
no!
with Well.
Greckles immediately runs to Doros.
Doros just sees the tower and like his face, he's gray, it goes paler. As he steps forward, he barely notices you, Greckles. What do you do?
I guess I put a hand at his forearm, because that's probably what I can reach
Okay.
to try and get his attention.
He looks down to you. He looks terrified. He looks scared.
Doros. She's gone, but we're gonna get her back. And I immediately hand the letter to him.
Okay. He peels it open and reads it. Brooke turns and watches him do it as he reads through the letter quickly. His face... Roll an insight check on Doros.
Oh boy. Ooh, 22.
Can all of us do this?
22. Yeah, you can
Can I-
all do this. Though, at this
Oh.
point, Greckles has kind of read him.
18.
Your house, Panic. Your beautiful home. God damn.
17,
Renovations already.
17 for Remy since he's standing right there.
Okay.
Look.
Task, Remy, and Greckles, as you look at Doros as he's reading this letter, his face goes from like love to confusion to more confusion to heartbreak
Oh, fuck.
to concern. And he shaky hands, he folds the letter and he hands it back to you, Greckles.
I'll take it.
And he turns and he looks to Brork. And Brork kind of goes, Solly, can you just tell the crowd to keep moving? So I was like, yeah, I can. Just keep moving. And Brork walks up to Doros and goes, you know I can't let you go after a delegate like him. Doros nods. As captain of the guard, I would forbid you from doing it. Doros nods. But as your friend, I'll give you a head start. Go ahead. Your men have to stay here, though. They're going to be your cover. You need to go now if you're going to go, Doros. He smacks Doros on the shoulder, and Doros gives him a strong nod. And he looks to the rest of you guys.
Do we all have our badass poses with our weapons?
Hell
I
yeah.
hope so.
Well,
Panic is still kind of looking forlorn, like he doesn't know what to do.
Task is...
Dor-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Doros is looking so serious right now. He is super serious. And he grabs you by the shoulder, Panic, and he forcibly lifts you up. And he grabs both of your shoulders and he stares at you and he gives you a shake and looks at you. Now's not the time.
The Joseph stare.
What can we do?
Doros kind of waits and thinks. He kind of gives you a follow me gesture and he starts walking. And this man usually kind of slouches. This man is not slouching. He is walking with absolute, like, he's on a mission now.
Purpose.
He's the captain now. As he walks, do you guys follow him?
Hell yeah.
Before I do, I make myself known to Brork and Sully. I make sure they're both looking at me. I hand Taurus to Sully.
Oh my god, it's so cute. She takes him. Are you sure?
I need you to watch him.
Okay. Brork, is it okay? Brork goes, doesn't have like any diseases. Brork, I just have to check. We'll take
Task
care
looks
of
at
him.
Brork with an intimidation. I'm gonna roll it.
Okay, he's a paladin.
Oh,
so
wow.
goodbye.
15. I look at it with an intimidation. Don't fuck this up for me. Don't you fucking dare lose one piece of a family I have lost and regained again. Can you handle this? And before he says anything, can you fucking handle that?
Sully, can you handle that? Yes, we can handle that.
Borky in the distance, right beside Doros. Let's go!
I fucking looked at I looked at Brork and I give the two fingers to the eye, look back to him, and I nod to Sully with thanks and run after Doros.
As you leave, Brork just kind of shakes his head and goes, "I'm gonna get reprimanded."
Brork,
Yes, Remy.
tell Balfour Boughton I'll be gone for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Have him look after Volo. He's in the stables.
The Griffin, right? Yes, great. Pet sitting. We're pet sitters now.
His children
Okay.
are still in the city if I were you, and I'm not. But if I were you, I'd begin rounding them up and finding out what they know.
Noted. Man, let's move. And he kind of gestures. Good luck.
Sod. And Remy
Uh-oh.
sword out.
Uh-oh. And Remy what?
Marches with his sword already out.
Okay. As you guys follow Brooke, I assume all you guys are now following, or Doros, sorry, as you guys are all following Doros.
One thing, while we're walking, I did want to sleight of hand to try to sneak read that note, since it is
Okay.
open and he handed it back.
I will give you the note to read.
Oh boy.
And if you want, you can read it out loud.
Journal...
Under found documents.
Doros, it's hard for me to write these words. It's still hard to look at them. Doros, you've been so kind to me, so nice to me. You make me happy. I feel so guilty. I've done nothing but lie to you about myself, about everything. Alvas was a temporary dream. So was Dracadia Capital. So was Gelman?
Gnelman Square.
Gnelman Square. Oh, I should do this in character. No matter where I go, I can't shake off my past. And I had to keep moving, keep chasing my dream. A dream that, no matter where I go, I have to leave behind under a shadow of a dragon. I'm so sorry, Doros. I wish I was someone else. I wish I could remain everything you want me to be, remain what you love. The day you asked me for cake, I was so scared. Scared of you, scared of actually falling in love with you. And I did. We can't fail this, guys.
Did you read that out loud as Screckles?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
But
okay.
I will say to everyone, we can't fail this.
We're not going to.
Do you continue reading the letter?
Oh, there was more?
There's more, yeah.
Oh my god, there's more. Okay.
There's all-
Whoops. And now here I am, under the shadow of a dragon. Its breath in my back, and I can't bring myself to budge, not like before. I don't want to leave, not this time, not again. I want to stay. I want to pursue magic. I want to stay with you. You mean so much more. You mean so much to me, Doros. But now I don't have a choice. For your safety, for Mr. Task, Mr. Panic, Mr. Borky, and Mr. Greckles, the longer I stay here, the more danger I bring to all of you. I need to leave. I need to go. I'm so sorry. I love you, Doros. With all my heart, I love you. 2 names appear to have been written, but both were scribbled out over with ink frantically. Is there any way to decipher any of that?
It is completely smeared over with ink. It looks very intentionally blocked.
But 2 names.
There are 2 names there, yeah.
Hmm.
As you guys are following Doros, Doros just opens the front door of a strangely formal building. You've never really seen this building before. He reaches,
Good.
yeah, he reaches over, he grabs the door. I'm gonna roll a strength advantage because he's motivated. Yeah, he grabs the front door and you just hear popping as he breaks open the joints of the door and throws it open. Inside you see a man sitting at a desk who's just like, ah, and kind of ducks behind. He goes, oh, Hello, Captain Doros. Are you? And Doros just walks by him, just completely like serious face, and like the guy at the clerk is just like, I'm just gonna sit here.
That's probably
Doros,
a good idea.
You bet.
as you walk in, you see fancy vases, you see special weapons on the wall, you see heirlooms, you see ancient relics and things like that. You watch as Doros walks up to a closed glass case, and he just takes his fist and he smashes the glass, and he reaches inside and pulls out a long sword, like a claymore with a dragon embellishment in it. Task, roll a knowledge arcana with advantage.
Holy crap, okay. Here I go.
Go, Dragon Boy.
Dragon,
Come on, baby.
Dragons go.
I'll tell you.
Well, that's enough. You've seen one of these weapons before. It's a dragon slaying sword.
Oh! Does Rip and Tear start playing the song?
With the fucking distortion and everything.
So real fast here, Borky, like seeing they were gearing up, Borky reaps in, pulls out the frostbow. Hey, Task, I was gonna make you do something silly for this. Borky just throws the bow at him.
I'll just grab it.
Okay, you grab the bow.
You owe me one
it's-
silly thing.
It's cold to the touch, but not cold enough to be uncomfortable. I will have to add it into items here. I completely forgot to do that.
No, and I also need this big old boy some stats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so let me
buddy.
grab this quickly for you.
Aren't silver dragons dragons of frost?
Well, silver dragons also tend to be lawful and sometimes good, I would assume.
This doesn't seem like either.
No.
It is under items now. Task for you.
Thank you.
Tell us what you got.
All right. Frigid Bane. It's a longbow uncommon weapon. A bow is said to have been forged from a frost salamander's heart. This bow converts the striking force of an arrow into a flash of ice and snow. Before making a weapon attack, a creature attuned to this bow can use the command word to change the piercing damage of its ammunition into cold instead, using the same damage rolls as fired ammunition. This effect only works on non-magical ammunition. Non-magical ammunition fired in this way is not considered magical.
Huh.
So the bow turns stuff from piercing to ice.
To ice. That's pretty cool.
But
Yeah,
it still
it's
function as a
sick.
regular bow. That's good.
Yep. So I could just do longbow, and I could just say like I utter the magic phrase. Do I have to make the phrase?
Yeah, I figured I'd let you make it
I
up.
made mine up.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna find out what draconic is for cold. Hold on a
Why
second.
don't you do Mr. Freeze quotes from Batman and Robin?
Are you saying?
Yeah, my code.
Because the reason he can't do that is because the bow needs to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the code. Oh, so then in that case, the code phrase for the bow is.
Question. Important question for future combat. What about things like hail of thorns and whatnot? Was that weapon damage or was that like an arcane or nature?
That's a spell. So it's only if you're just firing standard non-magical ammunition as a standard.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you can't abuse spells with it. It's just strictly
Ghoul. It's ghoul.
attack.
G-U-L.
Okay,
ghoul.
So
Okay.
Yep. So whenever Tass says ghoul, it turns into frost.
that's cool.
Doros begins to walk, dragging the sword behind him. It's kind of scratching across the floorboards, and the guy like behind the counter just sinks beneath like the desk. He just kind of disappears as Doros just walks out.
Perception check. Is there any kind of weapons that Borky could take that he sees around here real fast?
Not legally.
No.
You're good.
No.
Yeah.
Perception.
Hey, Monty.
Do we do investigation or perception?
Investigation.
While he rolls that, Monty, Remy's gonna follow Doros in stride and just march.
That's a 15.
No, there's no other weapon you can use.
Dang it. Is there any potions or anything?
No.
Was this room just for that? Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's a reliquary room, not a potion room.
Current priorities, woman, save.
Oh, very well.
All right. Very well. Borky just goes, okay. Shrugs.
As you follow Doros out, Remy, his face is just cast in shadow. He looks like wrath incarnate. He is really angry right now. And as you guys make your way out of town, you notice now some of the guards are kind of like they're kind of closing off the doors, like closing off the entryways to the city and the exits. And they're just like, all right, no one's gonna except for Captain. We received orders that you can proceed. And so Doris just kind of nods and makes his way out, and he kind of gestures for all of you guys to follow him.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
We're
Do
with
so.
Right next to him, just boom.
We're with him. Thank you so much.
Can we slow walk in a line as we exit the city gates?
Yeah, you totally are.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Can we all in unison do the fucking Devil May Cry swoons walk?
I was actually gonna say the march to Arlong Park.
That's good too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
As you guys make your way out of the city, roll a perception check.
Let's go.
Is this sight?
Yeah, this is sight.
Sweet. It's gonna be a 19.
Oh, wait, that's a 12.
Natural 20.
24.
Natural 20. Okay. Borky and Task, as you guys are walking, you see when you guys left to go to Humbrak, you noticed a female woman who looked like kind of like a dragon. You currently see her being kind of argued with some guards who are speaking to her in common. And Task, as you're kind of looking, you can hear her saying in Draconic, I don't understand. Like she looks really scared and concerned. She doesn't know what's going on.
I will stop and I will look to her and I'll say in Draconic, ma'am, please just cooperate with them. We're going to try and figure this out ourselves.
The guard, as you were saying Draconic, goes, hey, back off. This is our business. Now, come on, you're a dragon, talk to us. And she says in Draconic, I don't speak, I don't understand.
She
sorry.
doesn't understand common, asshole.
Ugh. Get a dragonborn translator down here, and you're coming with us. And they like grab her, and she starts to get dragged, and she just looks really confused. She has no idea what's happening.
I just hold my hand out to her, and I say in Draconic, just cooperate.
She nods, and she's taken away.
Well, at least we know that not the whole brood is in on this.
We don't know that for sure. Maybe they'll all turn into dragons, and Alabast will be gone by the time we're back.
Kids, I look over to Panic. All right, I'm gonna stop you right there because that's a little racist. Not all of the dragons can transform into people. Some of them don't. Like some of them don't have the capacity to actually do it. Like some of them just like have magical attunement that they don't understand. Just leave it at that. Let's get going.
Hey, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Since this happened just after the fact, could I insight her to just see if she was legitimately panicking or if there was anything hidden?
Absolutely.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I could do that in hindsight. Insight and hindsight. That's a double 13.
Double 13. Whoa! I almost dropped the dice.
Good catch.
Getting better.
You get the sense, yeah, she's confused.
Okay.
Especially with the guards being so like aggressive towards her too. Like it's just like, what did I do? Like what did I do wrong?
Well,
the kid's confused. I can hear it in her voice.
I'm assuming we're talking while we're walking, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the snow's crunching over your feet. There's no there's a wind to the air. It's quite forceful, but there's no snow right now. And as you guys kind of reach the edge of town, Doros kind of reaches his hand around and begins to kind of channel divine energy in his fist. And you watch as from the earth, mounds of dirt kind of come up and form into the forms of horses.
Whoa!
Earthen steeds. And he kind of clenches his fist and all the extra dirt rusts off. And you see now these animated stone horses.
that's boss.
That's crazy.
Metal.
And he mounts his, which is absolutely massive, and he reaches down Task and he offers you his hand.
Sure, why not?
He grabs you by the wrist and he lifts you up onto the back of his horse.
How many horses do we have?
There are 4 other ones besides Doros's.
Forky gets on his.
Okay, you get on it. Stiff. It's not particularly comfortable, but it'll do.
If it's all
Remy's gonna get on one.
Okay.
if it's all the same to everyone else, Remy, I wouldn't actually mind doubling up with you if you don't mind.
Suit yourself.
Oh, my.
AKA Greckles ain't good at horses.
Which makes sense. Yeah, he said suit yourself.
Are you riding with
Okay.
your? Are you holding his sides, or you got his hand on the shoulders? Just curious for the artists.
I've basically got one arm around his waist, and I've got another hand either hovering over the darts or the daggers, just cause.
Panic, you get on the last one?
Yeah, I had a question actually. My dragon scale code that got repaired before all this, right?
Yes,
Okay,
it did.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Panic just sort of looks up at the horse and slowly gets on it.
It snorts and emits like dust from its nostrils, like extra dirt, and kind of shakes its mane of like dirty brown grass mane from the earth. You get on. It's kind of cold, kind of hard, and Doros kicks his horse, and it kind of begins to gallop off westward.
Oh Christ! I hope they have saddles.
Yeah! Remy's gonna do the same thing and take off after Doros.
They do not have saddles. They are saddleless.
Oh God!
Yeah. And Borky goes, yeah. Ah!
Oh, this thing squeezed my balls.
Greckles, you'll
might
see Remy
fall
holding on to the mane.
Okay.
Yeah, the mane is stiff. You
Yep.
can actually hold on to
And
it.
they're not gonna feel it if you tug on it.
Right.
No.
And it is at this point Greckles is happy he does not have balls.
Yeah, you and Remy both. You guys take off galloping westward, and then suddenly you're getting some deja vu. Some of these trees look familiar, and a certain alleyway looks kind of familiar. You remember the gnashing of lion teeth and being jumped on and carving the lion in two, Greckles, as you kind of gallop through. You know exactly where you're going. You're heading in the direction of Wolfsten.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
It's been a while.
I've just been in this place before. I'm
Panic
sorry.
has a fan there.
Actually, no, we've been there. I'm trying to remember at what point were Panic and I not there.
Wizard's Tower right afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We're near
So
Ozzy.
the horses gallop and kick up snow in their wake as there's a path, but it's kind of indented. It's covered clearly in snow. It's not been used. It's deep and treacherous. Even Doros's horse is having a hard time kind of treading through. He's taken the lead. I don't think anybody else could take the lead at this point. He's quite miffed. And even as the horse staggered, Doros, even you watch him task, he's like, like kind of forcing it forward. He's being kind of aggressive in this treatment of this questionably sentient creature.
Which is why I'm not going to argue it, because I don't know if it actually is sentient to care.
As you guys gallop forward, I want everybody to make perception checks.
Oh boy, that's my best stat.
This is with ears, so no advantage for you, Bosco.
That is
17.
14.
That's great for me.
15.
17.
15.
Wow, pretty
Okay.
good rolls.
Here we
The
go.
only one who didn't get it was Greckles, unfortunately.
Sad.
Sorry. As you guys are galloping, you begin to hear the sounds of violent combat, snarling and yelping and growling deep in the woods.
Oh,
Doros
jeez.
even stops the horse as you hear the sound of snarling, the ripping fangs snapping together.
How far away does it sound?
It looks like it's coming as you guys are on the road path. It looks like it's coming from the left. There's kind of a dip down into a gully. It sounds like the noises are coming from there.
Can we approach up to where it dips down?
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And then I assume perception check.
For sure.
Since it's with sight, that's a nat 20.
Nice. As you look down, your eagle, like your falcon, sorry, not eagle, your falcon eyes pierce through the trees and the snow. You see a singular brown bear surrounded by massive white wolves, currently cornered in this clearing.
Okay. Does it just look like animals fighting?
Do we see it?
Insight.
Roll perceptions for those of you who also want to take a look.
Please,
Well, that's a
please.
big
16! 16!
A, bra-
16,
Modified
20.
20.
a brown bear. You said another perception?
Yeah, perception check.
That is 20.
20. Task, Panic, and Borky. Borky specifically and Task, you recognize that bear. You know that bear, and it is currently in danger. What do you guys do?
I pat Doros on the back and I say, no, we have to help it. We actually know what that is. I
Borky-
stand up.
It's a bear!
Borky-
we have
Borky-
bigger priorities.
Nope, I stand up on the back of the horse and take a shot at one of the wolves.
And Borky
Alright.
yells out
you
at the
did,
top
well.
of his lungs, Lily!
And with that, I would like to invite Limalicious into our chat.
Yeah!
Hi. Hello, Limes. Hey.
Oh my goodness. Hi, guys.
Oh my goodness.
I think we
Did
need
somebody level up in Skyrim?
No, real
I
fast.
was gonna say we just leveled up.
Do we?
All right.
We need to sync up, don't we?
We do.
Alrighty, guys. All right, Limes, you got your audio all set to go?
Yeah, I just hit the record button.
Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, sync.
Sing.
Sync.
1, 2, 3, sync.
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 1, 2, 3, sync.
Sync.
Sing. All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Heck yeah.
Oh boy.
Let me grab my notebook here.
You're gonna have to
24.
remind me how to do that.
You have to go into
Just
your
click
character
the
sheet.
initiative button at the top of the character sheet.
Okay, hold on a
6,
second.
9.
15 for Remy.
Okay. There we go. 11 for Lily. So Lily, as you're finally cornered, you fended yourself off for a while. You're now kind of at the edge. You then see some familiar companions, but as a bear, you can't really say anything. But you see them now at the top of this peaked hill, riding on earthen mounts. I need a pencil.
Hey, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
I did take a shot. I wanted to actually try and test out the new. I was about to say like Task screams ghoul as he takes the shot.
Okay. I'll let you get one attack in since it's a new weapon, and I'm feeling nice.
I mean, you could tell me to, sit and spin and just wait till combat starts.
Actually, yeah, wait until combat starts.
Okay,
'cause
okay,
There's already
okay.
combat happening. Ooh, they rolled high. So we have Greckles.
Gonna do
First.
some math.
And then we have and then we have Boobsco, Remy, and then we have Lime Lily, and then we have Borky. Okay, and then we have Panic. Alrighty. Greckles, you're up first as you see this bear currently cornered by these familiar looking wolves that you remember not too long ago from your lake adventure with the children.
Goody. Is there any? We're just on like a cliffside, right?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet down, so.
Are the wolves still staring at this large brown bear, or did they notice us?
They haven't noticed you yet. They're currently kind of circling around Lily at the moment.
All right, let's see here. Hang on, I gotta do the math. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Greckles is going to dash over to get some cover
Okay.
by the tree to the west and roll stealth.
Okay.
That is a 18.
Let me see if they perceive you. Ooh, they have advantage on that.
Oh, jeez.
17. Yeah, they see you. That's 17 plus 22 to see you. As you dash forward, this wolf here notices you and immediately whips around and snarls at you.
That is... Shoot. I don't think I can attack, because that was a bonus action. It was the bonus action to dash. Action... Yeah. So that's all I can do that turn.
Okay. You slide over and the wolf immediately turns and snarls. That brings us to you, Task, as you have the bow ready and knocked with an arrow.
All right, this the closest one to Lily that's not facing Greckles, so this boy right here.
Okay.
Sorry, my selector's not showing up. This lad right here on not him, the other one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's... Don't worry
Yes.
about it.
Sorry
This
about
one
that.
here.
No. He's talking about
That guy. Yes. I
Okay,
want to
so
shoot
the
that
one the one closest to Lily at the moment, the
Yes.
closest wolf.
Yep. So Task screams ghoul and lets an arrow fly at that one.
All right.
Let's roll that longbow. Hit. Nat 20.
20.
Good way to start.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, roll damage.
Jesus! Okay,
Wow.
that 8's not there. That 8 is not there because that's
No.
Colossus Slayer. But it will appear on the next one.
As you shoot the arrow, what is the perfect shot shatters across the wolf's forehead. It kind of blinks. It takes no damage as it absorbs the icy cold power you just threw at it.
All right.
And it turns to you and snarls.
Okay, take another shot then. Fuck you.
Standard damage?
Yep, do
That
not
hits.
say ghoul.
That hits.
8.
8, not bad. Still not bad.
Oh, well, that guy's attention off Lily. That's kind of the point.
Quick, use life on the undead.
Yeah, right. Well, hey, whatever, man.
All right, it is now the wolf's turn. Lily, as you're kind of in your bear-like form, smiling, seeing allies coming to your aid, this wolf runs up next to you, behind you, with its jaw open wide, icy breath spitting out as it is going to attack you. Does a 17 hit you, Lily?
I have no idea. You're gonna have to go with this kind of thing.
The
with me again.
AC. So your AC, which is
Right.
the
All right, it's 11.
It's 11, so then it does hit you. But
it's
you are a
your bear.
bear. So let's take a look
Oh,
at
right.
bear.
Bear is
You're-
still 11, apparently.
Is it still 11? All right, yeah, then
Yeah.
it still hits you. So in your bear form, you take
We'll say
8
that I was like
points,
trying to wave at them as a bear, and I just, you know, they caught me by surprise.
and you immediately get jumped on and mauled. You take 12 points of piercing damage
Ow.
as the wolf latches into your side. That goes off of your brown bear health. And then it is going to end its turn there. This other wolf, now seeing a bunch of tasty morsels, is going to leap up on top of the hill right in front of all of you, bravely and stupidly,
Okay.
and is going to lash out towards you, Remy.
Okay.
That is definitely not going to hit. That's a 13 to hit you.
That will miss.
It gets a mouthful of your armor, and you see some of its teeth shatter on the impact as it like struggles and almost slips back. The third wolf, noticing the tasty Kenku that just ran by, charges towards you.
Bring it on.
Freckles.
Wait, don't actually though.
That's a 9. That's not going to hit.
Ha
It snaps at you, but you jump up in the air and hang on to a pine tree limb and then leap back down. That leads us to you, Remy.
Awesome. So this changes what I'm gonna do. To make this thing focus on me. Is that how that would work?
You can standard action to intimidate it.
Okay, so it'd be intimidation.
Yeah.
Oop, it'd be the first one, so 12.
12?
Yep.
Yeah, no, 14. It's not intimidated. It's currently kind of overwhelmed by the amount of people around it. And as it kind of turns on... Oh, I forgot to roll for Doros this turn.
Whoops.
Shoot. Oh, he didn't roll very well. And yeah, he didn't roll plus to his modifier.
All right. Well, then
As he
I'm gonna
turns, he doesn't seem to really take...
curse
You're
it. Well, then I'm just gonna hit it twice because curse
Okay.
him. All right. So first swing with the long sword. 8.
That completely misses. You as you go to swing, the earthen horse that you're on kind of buckles back and whinnies this earthen grumbling noise, and it kind of throws you off, and then it lands as you come down for your second swing.
Nay.
All right, and then the second swing is a nat 20.
Natural
Nice.
20. Oh
Let's
my
go,
god,
baby!
you
Give me
guys.
that nat 20. And the
All right.
damage. Does that double it automatically or no?
3 plus 8. Yeah, that's your double damage there.
Okay,
'cause it
cool.
doubles the dice up. So that is
12,
11.
right?
Yeah,
oh, it's
no,
11. I can't do
it's
math.
11,
I'm
yeah.
dumb.
It's all good.
And then can I speak real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Standard action or a free action. You can speak.
Got it. Doros, go help Greckles. Borky, go help your bear friend.
Doris, nods to you.
Okay.
Okay, that ends your turn, Remy.
Yep.
Lily, it is now your turn.
Oh boy, I don't remember how we did the bear rolls, because it's like a double attack or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you get 2 attacks. So
Oh,
let
boy.
me find bear here, because you're a brown bear. Should have that tabbed out, but... So, yeah. You have multi-attack, you have 2 attacks. You have a bite and a claw attack. So, roll a d20.
Okay.
So Someone's typing. Oh no! Oh, Lily,
Here we go. Oh no!
What is going? We're all gonna die to these wolves. The game is over. I had fun. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome back.
Natural 1 for poor Lily.
I'm so distracted and overwhelmed by the appearance of my good friend Borky that it's just not happening.
No!
As you're getting mauled by the wolf, you try and reach up and bite, but you manage to give it more of an advantage. It latches onto you, pinning you down. You have another attack though.
Okay.
So roll another d20 and hope you get
This goes
something
well.
better.
No! 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 It's impossible!
Oh, two nat one.
No!
No!
Oh my
alright.
god.
I'm gonna. Well, that's 2 natural ones. Welcome back, Clive.
Thanks. I love Dungeons
Come
and
on, roll
Dragons.
20. Get your act together.
You'd go far on the TFS podcast.
Oh.
Let me grab the condition that you are now in. You are now grappled.
Someone
naturally.
is yelling at me to refresh. Why am I refreshing?
Because we're paranoid that the system is against you.
Yeah, people think that helps with roll 20.
Yeah,
So-
go ahead and just roll another 1d20 just
Just
to
to
see.
test?
Just to
Watch, it's
see,
gonna be a
yeah.
20.
To see if it's not locked
Oh,
on
God.
one.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
Oh,
fine.
it's a
Horribly
double one.
unlucky.
It's 2 ones! It's 2
What's with
ones!
the ones?
Two
Roll
ones.
20.
Roll 20, more like troll 20. This is ridiculous.
So, Lily, you are now grappled, so you cannot move.
Oh, good.
Oh,
As
good.
the wolf pins you to the ground, snarling, and you just see blood all over the snow. Borky, as poor Lily, or this bear, is getting absolutely beaten.
Squealing bear noises.
It's now Doros's turn. So Doros is going to, on his mount, with you on it, task. He is going to leave. The wolf is going to take an attack of opportunity on Doros.
Oh no.
Oh god, that's a natural 20.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Jeez, even the wolves are doing well. All right, well,
These wolves just came from the gym. You know, they just.
yeah.
I had so much protein yesterday. I freaking love protein.
That's be double sixes, so
Chad, chatter, and chattist.
9, 14, 15. 15 plus, that's 18 points of damage to Doros.
Jesus!
Whew! He takes it in stride, though. As he gets bitten, he still continues forward. A chunk of his armor gets ripped off alongside of the wound as you guys gallop forward. I'm going to have him roll a vehicle check, though. Yeah, he's fine. As you guys make your way forward, he brandishes this new sword that he has, which is technically a great sword. And
Lucky for you, this wolf was actually a dragon.
oh yeah, he hits. That's an 18 plus
God
his
damn it!
bonus. Or 6. That's 6 plus 5. So that's 11. 11 points of damage as he slices through this wolf. And it lets out this screeching howl, and Doros just looks mad. Like he's fury incarnate right now. That will end his turn. Or will it? Hold on. He has extra attack. So he's gonna swing again.
Here I go killing again.
That is going to hit as well. 5 plus 5, that's 10. Plus 5, so that's 15 points of damage as he swings again. And that brings it down to that much health. Awesome. That ends Doros' turn. That leads us to Borky. It's now your turn.
Borky immediately runs at the one who's attacking Limes. What
You
is
mean
my...
Lily?
Oh my...
You're
Yeah.
gonna be taking attacks of opportunity.
Do not care. One second, I'm trying
I was
to...
gonna say he'll take one.
How do I get distance on this thing now? Because roll 20 changed. Oh.
It's the circle thing underneath the magnifying glass.
Yeah, and then just click snap to center.
Yeah, you can make it.
Borky just runs past that wolf.
Okay, the wolf is going to attack you.
That's fine.
That's a natural 20.
Are you?
Oh my
Whoa!
goodness!
Hey Monty,
I'm,
can you throw the dice for me, please?
Oh, it's my special rainbow one. I love it.
No! Stop
That's
using
fine,
it
Monty.
for
I
the
see how it
answers!
is.
12.
I too
14.
like these rainbow dice.
You take 18 points of piercing damage.
I too like these fucking rainbow dice.
Oh
The
my!
session is cursed.
Are you kidding me? 18 points and god damn, Borky just runs up with his axe. If I nat one, we're safe scumming this session.
Hold on. No, the wolf already got its reaction on Doros.
Oh
You don't
yeah,
take
so he
any
wouldn't be able to
damage.
get 2.
Oh,
Nothing. I'm so sorry. You take no damage.
Hooray!
all right.
Yeah,
well,
no, my
okay.
bad.
Borky rolls a nat 1.
Does he get any bonuses for charging or no?
No.
No,
Okay.
he doesn't.
I don't know if they got rid of
Borky
that.
just runs up. Stay away from my friend. And that is a natural 20! Yeah!
What is this game?
Let's go!
Suck it, rainbow dice.
What a weird game.
8 plus
8
4.
plus 4. Roll another d12 for your brutal critical as an orc.
Oh my god, here we go.
baby.
Yeah, 10!
Oh my
Let's
god.
go!
Oh my god. 8.
Wow.
That's 22 points
22.
of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
That brings it down to, wow. And then you have your second attack.
And Borky just goes again.
Hit him again!
Coup de grace, 25!
Oh,
That
close.
hits.
Oh.
That hits.
And that is 7 on top of that.
That's good. Wow. You watch as Borky comes charging out of nowhere, Lily, axe raised up, and he comes and he swings it down on the shoulder of this wolf that has you pinned. It yelps and releases you from its grasp. You're no longer grappled.
Can bears do
As-
like sparkly puppy eyes? Is
Yes.
that like something they're capable of? Okay, like Bear looks up at Borky just like with his eyes full of adoration.
You watch as this bear smiles at you, Borky, with big, giant, twinkling eyes.
And Borky just puts his thumb just in the middle of struggling with the wolf, does a thumbs up with his left hand, and does that whole half smirk and winks. Ding!
Task, instinctively, you see Doros also thumbs up as a natural response. He's
Ding!
like, oh, and shakes his head and goes back to what he's doing. Panic.
Good job,
It is
you
now
took
your
bonus
turn.
action, Doros.
Okay. All right. So seeing that the wolf has already snapped at everybody and is just can't get his mouth around anything else, Panic is going to run right into the middle of this field. He's like very distraught, very confused. He doesn't know why we're rescuing this random bear, but all right. He's gonna run right into the middle, right here. Fuck. I'm trying to see if I'm getting the right place. One of my marks got deleted.
You can go right there.
Yep. All right. And Panic's just gonna be like, well, we're doing this badly against wolves. How the fuck are we going to do against the Silver King? And he just sighs and casts Bane.
Okay.
against all the wolves.
Bane.
I guess.
That's a wisdom save.
That is a charisma save.
Charisma save. Well, these wolves are not very charismatic.
And that's the point.
That's a natural 1 for the first wolf.
Yeah!
Good. And then that is a 14. What's
Nope.
the save?
16.
Okay. And then the last one. That is a 5.
All right. So they all fail.
They all
Now-
fail.
For a minute, they all subtract a d4 from attack rolls and saving throws.
I have my rainbow d4, so we're good to go.
Yeah, now put that one away.
No.
And for a bonus action, I'm going to give some bardic inspiration to Remy.
Okay.
What does that do?
You get to add 1d8 to any one of your rolls.
1d to any. Is it just like a one-time use?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's for use to like on attacks or saving throws. You can't use
Is
it
it
on
for
damage.
damage or just to hit?
No damage, just to hit.
Oh,
Just
got
to
it.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah, to hit or for saving throws and stuff like that. Also,
And I can
ability
choose it whenever?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
It lasts, I believe, for a minute. So we
Okay.
should be good.
Top of the round. We're back to Greckles.
All right. So is the wolf still on to me or after the large man who just smacked in the face?
It seems to be kind of deciding between the two, but it still knows that you're there.
Okay. Let's see here then. Sorry, I need to get my ruler out. Cool, I can make it. All right. So I'm gonna pull out Kajikiri and stab it in the damn face.
All right.
That is an 11.
That misses, sadly.
That's fine.
You swing with the flame blade, and it flickers, and the wolf like backs away, terrified of it, as it kind of like gets distracted as some of the embers get in its eyes.
Fire
that does activate mobile, so I'm getting the hell out of there, and I'm gonna get right. Where's flanking on the north wolf?
It would be right behind it.
So right here?
Yeah, right there.
Dashing my way over.
As the wolf shakes its head, it opens its eyes and then looks up to Doros, and Doros looks at Greckles, who's just running away, and goes, like, shrugs his shoulders, like, what?
Is there just a snowman that looks like Greckles right there? Ah, he got us.
I was like, Doros, go help Greckles. Greckles runs away.
That's the Kawarimi no Jutsu, bro. Leave Snowbird in the path.
I just like by pat Doris on the shoulder. He does that.
Kind of nods.
It's 2 Viol now.
No, it's fine.
Alright, is that end your turn there?
Yes, that is turn.
Okay, Task, it is now your turn.
All right, so I know Doros, like, my attacks with a sword are not going to be as spectacular as I am with a bow, so I'm going to strike the one that's facing Remy.
Okay.
First shot. 28.
That absolutely hit.
All right, 13. That's 15 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. Alrighty, that's for wolf number 2. That brings him down to yeah. Wow, that's a decent amount of damage. You hit the wolf right in the butt, and you just hear a yelp, and Remy, the wolf's like leg kicks out from under it, and it kind of begins to slip on the cliff a little bit, and manages to re-straighten itself as it turns around to see where it was shot at.
Oh, then he takes another shot to the face then. With a 20.
Ooh, that hits.
That's
So that's 6. That's 6 plus 5, which is pretty good. So that's
11.
That is 11. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, you shoot it right in the face.
Should have been the eye. Well, who did that? Oh!
The wolf snarls and snaps as it kind of reaches up with a paw to try and pull the arrow from its face. Does that end your turn there, Task?
That's my turn.
All right, it's now the enemy's turn. The wolf, now seeing you, Borky, is going to turn, and it is going to use its cold breath attack.
Ooh.
It what?
It chews dentine ice. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I did? I'll give it orange juice.
So Lily and Borky, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws. Lily, you're gonna have to do it as the brown bear, so I'm gonna tell you what your bonus is gonna be for this.
Okay.
That's a 14.
So it's just a straight 20.
So
Just roll a d20. You have no
okay.
bonuses to it.
I've had good luck with those, so I think it's gonna be fine.
Don't say that. You're gonna get a natural one.
Here we go.
Please don't.
Here we go. No, you're good. All right, we're
9.
good.
Okay,
Nine.
that's not a 1.
It's not a 1.
Let her borrow the rainbow dice.
Really?
Okay, Borky, you pass. Lily, sadly, you fail. So that's
Aw.
I don't know why we're saving this bear.
9, 12.
It's not a bear, it's a druid, Greckles.
So, Lily, you take 20 points of cold damage.
Oh.
Fuck!
And Borky, you take 10 points of cold damage.
Damn.
As the wolf unhinges his jaw and lets out a breath of frosty white air, you feel the skin on your cheek begin to freeze black and solid. And even with your fur, Lily, you feel the front of your nose begin to ice up, your ears become frostbitten, and your eyes almost swell up and tear up at the sheer coldness that comes from the breath of this wolf.
Welcome back to the Unexpectables, by the way.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Sorry.
Last
The
time I
wolf
was
in
here,
front
it was
of
like
you-
level 1 creatures. It was like, oh, this is fine. It's not fine anymore.
No, 'cause
No,
now we're level
they're-
6.
You're much more fearsome now. I think your brown bear form is
It's
still
got
up.
2 health, I think, something
Yeah,
like
you've
that.
got 2 health left.
Yeah.
All right, Remy, the wolf in front of you is going to snap at you with its jaws.
Okay.
That is a.
Don't forget the bane.
Oh, right, the bane.
Did you add bane to the wolves?
The breath attack is a dexterity saving throw. It's not
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So that is going to be, if without bane, it's going to be 18 to hit.
18
With
to hit.
bane, is now 16 to hit.
That will miss.
All right, it snaps and you just bring up your shield and you just reflect off its jaws. The other wolf is going to attempt to attack Doros. Let me grab Doros's AC here. Oof, he's also an AC boy. He's paladin.
He's a pally.
That's a 20, but it has Bane. And it's 19. It's still going to hit him. The wolf lunges up, and you watch as it bites at Doros's neck.
Oh, Christ.
For 13 points of damage on Doros.
Oh my god!
3 attacks from these things would drop me.
It's just snarling and snapping up, and Doros is kind of like punching it with the side of his fist. Just like, no, stop it, bad dog.
I swear this is worth it.
That ends Doros, the wolf's turn. It is now Remy. It is now your turn.
Remy's gonna slice twice at this thing.
Okay. That
15.
hits.
Cool. 5.
5 points of slashing damage. That
Does it go
is-
down?
It is not down yet,
All right. Let's
but
see.
it's looking pretty beat up.
10.
That misses. You swing and it actually catches your sword in its jaws and bites down on it. It's like stopping you, and you're like kind of having a strength struggle with it at the moment.
Got it. And then Remy's gonna call out to the battlefield. Focus your attacks. We need to take out their numbers.
Lily, it is now your turn. You are icy cold. Your
Oh,
entire
boy, oh,
body is
boy.
trembling.
Alright, I'm gonna try to attack the wolf that Borky and I are working on.
Okay.
So
Roll
fingers crossed.
D20.
Here we go again. God!
Oh, that's a 10. That misses, unfortunately, but you have another attack.
Alright.
Come
Gotta roll
on!
back sometime.
Yeah!
It's
That's an
something over
18.
10.
That hits. So I want you to roll 2d6 for me on the dice roller.
D6. How do I do this?
That's 1.
There's one. Just roll another one.
Oh, okay.
No.
Fine.
Another one.
And then
So you
add
did-
bear strength?
So you do, yeah, so that's 7 points of damage to the bear.
You mean to the wolf?
The wolf, sorry, you're the bear. The wolf's the one getting bitten. My bad.
Saw bears.
She slapped
You,
herself.
you
Hey,
get up,
I got that reference.
you get up and you snap at the wolf in your dizzy haze, and you miss, but then you ring around a claw and you bitch slap the wolf across the face.
Heck
The
yeah!
wolf like freezes, its head facing up, and then just slowly turns back and looks at you, Lily. It looks so angry right now at the disrespect.
Was it the now? I want to confirm it was the back of the paw, right?
Lily, was it the back of the paw?
Of course it was.
Yeah. Gotta respect.
Alrighty, I want to see what Doros wants to do here. No, we don't want to cast that. No, we don't want to cast that. Nope, cancel. Thank you.
Cast Doomsday.
He's only got really supportive stuff.
Well, you did make him as a throwaway character.
I know, right? Okay.
You're taking an almost
Yeah, no.
unbearable amount of damage. Haha.
Doros is gonna swing at the wolf. And he's absolutely gonna hit. 2, 8 plus 5, that is 13 to this wolf. That brings it down to that amount, and he's gonna swing again. And that is also gonna hit. These guys don't have very high AC. 9 plus 5, that's another 14 points of damage. Jesus Christ. You watch as Doros like kind of rides the horse around this wolf as you're kind of being ponied around, and he's just swinging and slashing. He cuts off the wolf's tail, and then he cuts off part of the wolf's ear as he's just kind of encircling this thing. He's trapping it in this circle of death. That ends Doros's turn. Borky, it's now your turn.
Borky's seeing limes all.
You mean
down-
Lily?
Yeah, I mean Lily. Oh my god. Sorry. Borky's
It's
seeing
similar enough
Lily.
that it's confusing.
It's yeah, sure. Or maybe I should be thinking better. Borky's seeing Lily taking all this damage. Just can't handle
Yes.
it. Borky starts swinging away. Starts hacking away at
Okay.
this beast. It's 21.
21, that hits.
13.
13 points of damage. Not bad, not bad.
18.
That hits too.
10.
Not bad. Yeah, you slash into this wolf. You cut off one of its legs. It's
Oh.
now standing on 3 legs and it's stumbling. It's like, like looks so upset about everything right now. It looks
Bad!
like it is on its last legs.
Bad dog! Bad dog! Sit! Stay!
All right. Does that end your turn there, Borky?
Oh, it does.
Panic. It is now your turn.
Situation is super duper weird. I don't know why we're saving a bear.
As a bonus action, Borky goes, "It's our friend! Lily, I'm so happy to see you! Our druid friend!"
What do you say in bear, Lily? Do you say anything in bear?
In there, I just gonna go.
Panic. He watches his bear. Looks like he's talking.
Panic sort of looks around, seeing all of his friends just sort of getting fucked up by these wolves, but not so much anymore, and he just pulls out the pipes of haunting.
Okay.
This is gonna hit all of them, I believe. Yep. All right, I used the pipes of haunting.
All right. You want to click that item for me?
Yep.
That is a wisdom saving throw. Okay,
Yep.
it's the one
Minus
with Doros.
1d4 because of Bane.
Right. This one got a natural 20. The first
Fuck.
one. The one that's currently surrounded by Borky, Greckles, and Lily. With Bane. I don't think it's. Yeah. No, that one failed.
Okay.
This one is now frightened. And the third one fighting Remy. That's even worse. That one's also frightened.
Are they frightened in general or frightened of the caster?
They're frightened of Panic. They won't go anywhere near Panic now.
Okay.
Okay. And having done that, Panic is just gonna run right up to one of these wolves, just glaring at it.
As you run up, the wolf is like doing the thing where there's a cat and is kind of like trying to back up as much as it can, like,
You want some of this punk?
Which one are you running up on, though?
The one that's
the-
currently
the one that's
attacking
fighting-
Remy.
Yo, hey
Yeah, the one
man,
that's
we're
fighting Remy.
like in the ice mountains. You can't run up on wolves like that. Not in a hood.
No, they know what's up.
Okay.
They know what. They know
I'm
what's
just
up.
saying, man. You run up on wolves like that. That's a good way to get messed up.
All
Whose turn is
Alright.
it?
As a bonus action, I will cast a healing word on the bear, I suppose.
Okay.
Thanks, I suppose.
Sorry, what was that? I don't understand bear.
Sorry, she said.
Yeah.
See.
Arrgh.
You heal 8 hit points.
Hooray!
Alrighty. That ends your turn, Panic.
Yep.
Greckles, it is now your turn.
Boy, let's see if I can hit this thing with Kajikiri.
And you get +2 as well.
That's a 25.
Yeah.
Absolutely
there you go.
hits, yeah.
All right, so step 1, there's the damage. That's 14 plus
Sneak attack.
sneak attack. Love me some sneak attack. Boom.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's fine. It's
That's still enough. Lily, as you get healed and you feel better, you turn to look at the wolf. You watch as this blue bird Kenku, who you've never met before, leaps out of the snow and is like, oh, and just like latches on with both daggers into the back of this wolf and brings it down as it lands to the side with a thud, snow erupting like a wave around its still and dead body.
Out of the mist comes photorealistic Greckles.
Hell yeah. All right, and
Can I clap as a bear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hooray, bear clap!
let's see here. That was one attack. So, actually, let me move here. And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna dart the original southwestern bear. Excuse me. Wolf right in the butt with the dart.
Right in the butt with a dart. All right.
Mesquite bear.
That's
That hit?
20. Oh, okay. That is a 3 damage.
3 damage. Nice butt hit.
Whack.
The
And-
wolf yelps. It's like, ah!
That's 8. Is a 3? That looks like 8 damage.
No,
No,
it's
no, I
an
don't
it's
get
an
bonus.
offhand strike. There's no bonuses to your
no
type.
bonuses.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm not in the cool kids group yet of having multi-attack.
Yep.
Oh man, it's coming.
Task, it is now your turn.
I know I should be helping Doros, but again, long range is my shtick.
Can
Taking
you
a
not-
pot.
Is this considered melee for you?
Yeah, he's in
Oh.
melee.
I am in melee, yes. Taking a pot shot at Wolf that... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. If I walk away from the wolf, is that an attack of opportunity?
Let me see what Doros has. Aura of protection. No, he can't seem to help you. Just an attack of opportunity, but he does have Bane on him.
Task, think about it this way. If you kill that wolf, then we can all focus on, like, just take your pot shot. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I said to focus fire, so yeah, do it.
All right, fuck it. I'm moving over to the side then. I'll embrace for the attack.
Okay. Oh, she's not gonna hit you. Yeah, no. That's a 3 with Bane.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
Oh,
You leave-
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The wolf doesn't even see you as Doros, like, it looks to you and goes to snap you, and Doros, like, grabs his mouth and claps it shut with his giant hand, and is like, no! Bad dog! Like, he's just, like, not letting him get to you as you
All
run
right.
off.
Taking a shot. 17.
That hits. So that is, oh my god, that's 50 points of damage.
Second shot.
Do it, baby.
24.
That hits as well.
Woo!
Oh, not that great. 7.
That still is enough. You run, the wolf trying to get at you as you watch Doros kind of wrestling it on his horse. As you run, you do a front roll, you let loose one arrow, and you keep walking and release the second, and it flies right through the mouth of the wolf as it slumps down.
Sick. Wait, that's the wrong wolf.
Oh, you're going for this one? Oh, whoops. Hold on. Uh-oh.
You should probably call out
Matt.
the one that people are beside.
I said which one I was gonna hit. I said I was gonna hit the
I
one.
thought you were going for the Remy one. Let me just calculate the damage again for the second one. That's still enough. Yeah, you kill the other wolf too.
Ooh,
Ah.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually had
There
less
you go.
health, so you're good. The same thing happens, but the right wolf this time.
Yeah. I did mention I was going for the one that was attacking Doros.
No, that one had 13 health, so yeah, you got that
Recalculating.
one down.
Recalculating.
Recalculating.
Marker placed. The map has been updated.
Oh,
There
Jesus.
you go.
That's the last thing you want to hear.
Please make a big swing at the wolf on your left.
Does that end your turn there, Task?
Yep.
Okay, it is now the final wolf's turn.
Please tell me it runs.
I'm gonna roll and see how brave it's feeling. Not brave at all. It is going to run. It's going to attempt to run, which gives Panic and Remy attacks of opportunity as it does so.
Well, copy cutter isn't activated.
Sadly, no, it's not.
I'm just gonna fucking big boot it.
You're gonna
boot it.
kick
Hit him
it.
with the big-
Kick him in the butt.
Roll
Yeah.
a d20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, great.
I kind of want to see if this does it. Let's go.
1d20 minus 1.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Natural 1.
A big fat 0.
A big fat 0.
23.
So Panic, as you go to kick the wolf on the edge of the hill, you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kick this wolf. Your leg swings out and then swings a little too far. You lose your balance and you fall backwards into the snow. There's just a perfect panic-shaped crater at the bottom of the hill.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
You take 2 points of cold damage. And
Copy
copy
cutter
cutter, it activates now.
I just passed
Uh,
I just imagine it's just like, boom, shing.
Out of the snow.
Did you go ah as it happened?
Bonnie, does
It's
the
only
23 hit
10
this thing?
Panic's just
Yeah, 23 hits it.
Okay.
deadpan.
8 slashing.
8 slashing, not bad. You hit it. It's still not down though.
Oh my! I'm gonna. Ooh.
What were you?
That was your
That's my reaction.
now. And this wolf is going to use its full action to be long gone. It disappears into the foggy white snow, disappearing as combat comes to a close.
Snake, what were you gonna say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something before you got cut off.
I hold my hand down the Panic to get him up out of the snow.
Panic just sort of stays.
Borky!
Yeah.
Why did we just save a bear?
Because the
Lily
bear
takes
is
this
a
opportunity.
Oh.
Yeah, Lily takes this opportunity to drop form and
All right,
turn
you
herself
watch
into
as-
a tiny gnome.
As you watch as the bear's form coalesces and puffs into a beautiful spark of smoke, as you see now standing a tiny little gnome with the braid in her hair, green eyes, very, very small, kind of standing now, your head barely above the snow, as it is quite deep. for you.
Borky's just gesturing at Limes. That's why.
Lily.
Lily. It's a druid.
Doros like walks over. Has anybody been hurt at all?
I have.
Okay.
Both my body and my pride.
Lily needs healing.
No, I'm okay, Borky. It's so good to see you.
Oh my
and
god!
she just kind of like launches at Borky's legs in a
Ah! Borky picks her up and just hugs her. Like you can't only see her brain sticking out of his arms. Oh my god! It's been so long.
This is the Lily then.
Borky just picks her up, puts him on his shoulder. That's right, this is Lily. Me and Task went and fought a bunch of weird bugs and a giant crab, but we did hit its weak point for massive damage. Long story.
Yeah, he had me read a lot of your letters to him.
Oh, thank you so much. I wrote lots of letters, and I hoped you enjoyed your presents, Borky. I tried my best.
Borky, like the shoulder she's on, Borky does a flex, and you can see on the wrist the little wolf band that you sent me.
She just basically gasps with like joy. She's beyond herself that you liked her present.
It's right
Doros,
here.
this large, gray, very stern-looking man kind of approaches the two of you. Borky, did you take any damage?
Borky did take 10 points of damage.
All right, Doros is gonna grab your face with his big giant hand, and he's gonna heal you for 10 points.
Heal.
His lay on hands. And then Lily, he looks at you and he knows you're fine. He's had experience with druids. And he's gonna look to everybody else. Is everybody else okay?
Yeah,
Greckles gives the thumbs up.
Doros gives a thumbs up.
Lily, we're actually on our way. Our friend, she was taken by a dragon, a big silver dragon. Shot in the dark, though. Did you see the silver dragon? It was headed this way.
Oh my goodness, I saw one, and it was really frightening because I didn't know dragons could do that kind of thing. It was holding someone, and it flew up to the mountain, and I was so scared because, and she's a little bit beside herself, and she's like, it's so cold up there, and I was really scared for that person, and I don't know if the dragon knows that they won't be very good in the cold, and she's still like just chews her lip in concern.
Doros just looks more stressed out. Like he's just like the actual weight of the situation is now hitting him even harder as he kind of looks at Lily and then kind of looks to the ground in contemplation, clasping his hand over his mouth and just kind of thinking.
Remy is gonna ride up on his horse and look at Greckles. We should really keep moving. If she knows where this dragon is, she should come with us.
Yeah, she should.
I do know a path up the mountain.
Excellent. You need to show us immediately.
We're not exactly the meeting we was expecting, but I'm so happy to see you, Lily. Let's get moving.
I'm happy to see you too, Borky. I'm Lily, by the way, and she just waves at like all the hasn't.
Greckles pulls out the scary ass dagger of stab, and the connections start to come together.
Yeah, the ankeg. You actually see this blade, Lily, which was made out of the mandible of that giant bug creature that you mauled to death. And you see it currently clasped in the Kenku's hand, now as a dagger.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
So that's where this came from.
If we gotta get
Does
up
Lily
there,
recognize it?
does Lily recognize it?
Yeah, you recognize it. You recognize the mandible. What did you say? Sorry.
I wanted to ask out of character. I'm guessing.
I was asking what Limes was trying to say. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was just asking if Lily recognized it, and if she does, she's still like she looks towards it and says, "I really like that," and she just smiles a little bit.
Yeah, you totally do. You recognize it. You ripped it off.
Yeah. In my bare bloodlust, which didn't happen this time around, but
Photorealistic Greckles looks at her, and the plane is like, okay, not gonna get on her bad side. There's no time to skin these things, is there?
No, I don't.
No.
All right.
Lily, if you... Oh, I'm sorry.
No one was talking. You're good to go.
Okay, I was gonna say, Task would like look to Lily. It is good to see you again, but if you actually wouldn't mind assisting us up the mountain, you should probably ride with our friend here, Doros. He's the one who's leading the pack.
He reaches down his hand to you, which is just massive. This guy is huge. He's 8 feet tall.
All right, Task. Get on.
Hey, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Can I insight check Doros to see where his head's at right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
17.
Okay. Oof, that was a low roll. He's trying to keep it together, but he's starting to lose it a little bit. You can see him really stressing out.
Doros,
Hmm.
we're going to get her back, but I need you to focus.
He gives you a thumbs up, and he lifts up Lily and puts her right in front of the horse, which
Okay.
Is Doros the Goliath?
yeah, he's big.
Lily seems a little bit nervous, but she kind of, like, after figuring out that she's not about to get splatted by this dude, she kind of gives him a little smile and a tiny wave. Like, hi!
He kind of waves back like, what is this new gesture? I don't understand.
All right. Well,
Good.
Task?
all right. No, I was just gonna say, since the open space on the horse left, that's with Panic, yeah.
Panic or
Borky.
Borky?
Panic or Borky is your choice.
All right. Panic's the magic slinger. I'll stick with Borky since I got the arrows to back up
you
the
go. That's smart.
bronze here.
Alrighty, you guys take off on your horses, galloping through the snow. Lily, do you share the map with them?
Yes. From Rivy?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I share that
Ooh.
map.
Oh, that's
Oh, man.
adorable.
There you go. So
Oh,
you
man.
guys are currently on your way to Wolf's Den.
It's convenient I had that with me.
Right?
If you didn't share it, what a heel turn.
Right.
Which
There you
direction are we
go.
coming in from? The
Coming in from the east.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same way you guys came the last time on your first ever mission in Alavast. As you guys gallop forward, you begin to see very quickly on horseback the peaks and tops of the rooftops of Wolf's Den as you make it into town. You kind of see a bunch of people kind of generally hubbub, kind of talking and thinking, and there's a bit of a crowd for such a tiny village. And as you turn, you see Peyton Black, your first ever quest giver, in a way. And he
Ooh.
kind of sees you and goes, "Well, the gods be praised." And he runs up towards you guys, and he kind of walks up next to the horse, like, "Where are you heading?"
Hold yourself, citizen. We're heading up the mountain. Who are you?
Peyton Black, I'm the leader of Wolf's Den.
Yeah, we know him.
Right.
He gave us our first mission.
Good.
Yeah.
Then we need your blessing to proceed through the town immediately.
Absolutely. This is all the town is. It's just this one circle. We did notice a dragon fly by. It appears to have caused something strange on the top of the mountain, though.
When you
What
say
kind of-
strange, what exactly do you mean?
High winds, swirling snows. It's unnatural for this time of year. A hunter said they noticed it.
No doubt to keep people out.
Peyton Black just kind of shrugs. He goes, "It's nice to see you again. Colette's grown almost twice her height since the last time we saw you, but now is certainly not the time. Did you get our letter?"
Did we? Oh, yeah. Yes, we did. Thank you so much.
Oh, did you like the pie?
Indeed.
Wait, there was pie?
The wife will be happy to hear that. Yes, no, the dragon went through. Should we evacuate? Are we safe to stay here?
Do you have any place to go?
Not particularly, no.
Then I think that answers that question. Just hunker down.
Absolutely. We'll stay indoors. It's nice to see you again on Unexpectables. I hope that tavern's treating you well. All right, everybody inside. Let's go. Let's move. He kind of gestures everyone. They're like, "Oh." The grandmother walks up to you, kind of goes, "Oh, hello again, young man. You're just as handsome as ever."
Yep, I sure am.
Oh, gosh. My granddaughter's still single. And she gives you a wink. And then she's like, Peyton kind of goes with like, "Okay, Mabel, we got to go inside," and kind of leads her in.
I kind of look over to Remy real quick. If we're getting closer to the mountain, do you think it might be wise if we did actually send any other cities further back this way?
It doesn't look like this town is big enough to house anyone.
Yeah, there's not a lot of buildings in Wolf's Den.
I don't like the odds of Everbright being this close to the mountain.
Look, we can warn people as we go, but there's not much we can do for them. We just have to hopefully get up there before anything happens.
Fair enough.
Doros nods to that.
Fair enough.
Let's keep riding.
Doros kicks his horse, and Lily, you kind of hold on to this dirty grass mane as it gallops forward. You guys leap over the snow. As you pass by, you see a couple goblins who loosely throw spears at you, kind of in a half attempt to ambush you. They look starved and cold.
They're all wearing buttons that say "Rip Steve."
Remy's just gonna put up his shield and let one ping off as he keeps riding.
Rip
Yeah, you
Ted.
guys keep galloping off. The goblins can't like chase after you. You just guys are long gone.
Taz is flipping them off as they go by. Fuck you!
The goblins like they're kind of yelling at you. Does anybody speak goblin?
No.
Oh, wait,
No, I skipped that day of class.
Oh no, I don't speak it.
You want to say hi to Ted?
You guys gallop forward. The snow now is beginning to pick up, and as you turn around sort of a forest bend, you look up and you now see a wraith of clouds that basically shroud and hide the peak of Everbright Mountain. It is now completely covered, and you see snow now flying down in large flakes. Lily, you've never seen anything like this before. Winters here are usually stranger, not as normal as they are supposed to be.
Is it
Usually-
just? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is this still cloud, or is there like a lot of wind and stuff?
There's a lot of wind too. It
Okay.
is blowing and whipping.
Hey, Monty, question.
Yep.
If I wanted to, essentially, because I have a griffin and he's a griffin rider, is there a way to check the wind conditions to know if we can even make it up there safely with these horses, or even by ourselves?
Roll a
I guess that's nature, right?
survival. Roll a survival.
Oh, even better. Okay, I
Yeah.
like survival.
In fact, all of you guys could roll this too if you want to help.
15.
15.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
no, you guys don't have to roll. You
Oh.
got it.
That's good. I made a 3.
Remy, as you look up at the winds, definitely you cannot fly in them. If you have enough cover as you're walking up the mountain, you should be okay.
I'm sorry, Bear. I didn't catch your name. Lil something?
Hi, I'm Lily.
Yes. Is there a way to protect ourselves, some kind of cover going up this mountain, this path you mentioned? Is it exposed?
Do I know that?
You've talked to some of the rabbits that live on the mountain
Of
who've come
course.
down. They've mentioned that they found large tunnels. And they've also know that the goats on the top of the mountain know secret paths that lead up to the best grass on the top of the mountain.
Man, ghosts know all the good shit.
Yeah, they do.
I relay as much, and then I mentioned sort of like about the goats, and it's like I can talk to some of the goats once we're on our way, and they should be able to point out some really good places for us to head into to keep under shelter.
Well,
For horses or just for us?
There's a network of large tunnels. I don't know exactly how big, but they might fit the horses.
if nothing else, I have. If nothing else, I have this. Borky, come here a second.
What? And Borky plops up.
Borky, give me the. Show the bag.
Borky pulls out the fanny pack of holding, opens it up.
Greckles reaches into the crotch bag.
Okay.
Fiddles around into a little bit.
Now go.
Here it is.
There it is.
Pulls out the climbing kit with the ice pick.
Doros looks very happy about that.
This might help us.
And you
Greckles
guys-
looks around to see who's gonna take it.
Doros will take it if
Good.
you're offering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doros just grabs that immediately. Like, he is 100% going. And as you guys reach the edge of Everbright, you watch as the horses crumble beneath you back into the dirt, back into the mountain.
Whoa!
Oh,
Doros
I
kind of
guess that
grabs
answers
you.
that question.
Lily kind of grabs you with his arm as you lands on his feet and then gently puts you down.
Thank you.
Conjure saddles next time.
Doros kind of turns and scowls at you a bit, panic, like,
Whatever.
Doros, enough. We don't need to be fighting each other, please.
he nods. As you guys make your way into Everbright, the statue of Avon sits in the center of the town. There are no people on the streets, but you do see a warm glow coming from the tavern.
We should probably warm up before we start the trek.
At the very least, we should warn the town of what's coming.
Indeed.
Have you been here before? Any of you?
We have, yes.
We all
Doros
have.
nods as well. Yeah, Doros nods as well.
Do you know who the, I guess, authority figure is?
Oh, let me look back at my list.
Yeah, his name was. I believe his name was Martin, and he was an old dude. and he was kind of a jerk.
Wait a minute, Panic, wasn't that one alchemist guy, Ozzy, live here?
Yeah.
Ha!
Well, you know of Ozzy.
Oh, of course, yes. Sorry, I'm really tired. What was that?
They mentioned Ozzy. You know of Ozzy.
So like, at the mention of Ozzy, Lily's eyes kind of light up, and she looks a little bit concerned because she knows that her friend has not been in the best of ways recently, and she hasn't really seen him as much over the winter. So she kind of like.
Even in the stark cold and the whipping wind, Panic is sweating.
That's good, because if we're gonna fight a dragon, we could use some potions. Borky slaps him on the back. Since you're good friends, go get some potions.
Yeah, we got the old guy Marvin who we spoke to before.
Marvin, that was
Marvin.
Marvin the mayor. Oh dear.
I'm not terribly sure he wants to see me.
Well, I tried to steal his hedgehog, so I don't know how much worse that could be.
Well, we're gonna try and make this as quick as possible to get the trek up and going. So let's at least pop our head in real quick.
it. Okay. Who's going into the tavern?
I will.
I will as well.
Doros will as well, and he's standing like authority. Like he's not.
Remy's gonna stand right next to Doros. In fact, he's gonna try to pull him aside while they go investigate the tavern.
Real
Okay.
fast, Monty. Is it okay if we split here and maybe Borky, Panic, and Lily go to the alchemist house? Ozzy's alchemist house?
If you guys want to.
Okay, I'm just curious if we're allowed to, right? Real fast here. Hey, Lily, I think we need some more potions if we're gonna go somewhere. But I think for whatever reason, Panic seems to have issues with Ozzy, and I, in a moment of weakness, tried to steal his hedgehog.
Wait, you
Why
did
would
what?
you steal a hedgehog, Borky?
Yeah, it's because
Oh, my heart.
I was not being smart. I was being dumb.
He admitted it.
It's the only time.
that's-
It's the only time it's ever happened.
Well, that's okay. It happens to the best of us, and you really are the best of us, Borky.
I really appreciate that. So can you help me out here? Because I'd like to go get some potions, and I think Panic needs me.
I can do my best. I know that there's been a lack of helps around for potions and stuff, but I do have a few with me if it comes to that.
Okay, that's good to hear.
She like opens up her bag and shows Borky her collection. She's got like what, she's got a potion of minor healing, a potion of healing, a couple of things like that.
Oh, you got some good stuff there. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Panic, you want to go say hi to Ozzy real fast?
I guess.
All right,
So and then we're splitting into 3 groups here. We have Task and Greckles going into the tavern. We have Remy and Doros outside
They can go
of
into
the
the
tavern.
tavern. He's just gonna pull him aside in the tavern.
Okay. And then we have Borky, Lily, and Panic going into
Panic,
Ozzy. So
correct.
we'll start with the
Can-
tavern.
All right.
Okay. What was that?
I was just gonna say, before we head to Ozzy's, could Lily kind of tactically approach Panic on the sly?
Absolutely.
On
yes,
the
you can.
sly, I love it.
On the sly, just sort of like in a sort of, you know, like in a way that she would interpret as being sort of like subtle, but it's not. And so she kind of like heads over to Panic.
Just Shungoku Satsu's over next to him.
You know. Panic, you feel a little tug at your leg as you look down. You see Lily kind of walking next to you and looking up to you.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi, I'm Lily. Are you Panic?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I'm so glad to meet another one of Borky's friends.
Yeah, Orky's told me a lot about you.
Borky, you're not here. They're having a private conversation.
We're having a secret stealth conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a voice in the head.
Yeah, Lily kind of like kicks at the ground a little bit, kind of thinking about her words, and she said, so I've talked to Ozzy a lot, and I would consider him a really, really good friend. And I want you to know that he's doing much, much better. And he wants to move on and find someone and be happy. And he doesn't want to wait around anymore. And, he's kind of embarrassed. And maybe it would be better. I don't really think he wants to see you. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, that was so cute, but damn.
Oh.
burn ever, like the burn wards down the street, bro.
The biggest oof from the littlest voice.
Yep.
Panic just nods and walks back to town.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Wait, Lily, where's Panic going?
I think he was hungry and he went to get some food.
Ah, makes sense. He's so insensitive to his own stomach sometimes.
Get back to Borky and Lily. Task Greckle, as you guys enter into the warm hearth glow of the Everbright Inn, you see hear a general mulling about, and you see one young kid, looks like kind of like a wood chopper. He's just like, no, I swear, the wingspan was just massive on the thing. Like, absolutely.
Hey, kid.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a rush. Where's Martin at?
Oh, he's sitting in the corner, as he usually does.
Do we see him? Like,
Yeah,
is he
you see
eating
him.
the fun-
He's eating like he's eating soup, and he's kind of dipping bread in it, and just kind of eating all gross like.
Just walk over to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, look who's back in winter of all things.
Well, it's about to be a very, very cold winter.
Rumor has it you have dragon problems.
Touch. Rumor spread quick. They come from the city then, that's what I thought.
It did. We're on our way to actually take care of the problem.
Well, kill it for us, we'd appreciate that. Last thing we need are dragons around here. God forbid Everbright gets attacked. It should be Dragon's Take. They have a sword for the damn things.
Is there a defense effort in case something goes terribly wrong?
We're keeping everybody inside, and if things go south, we have an evacuation plan.
Excellent. We just wanted to... Go ahead.
We have wagons at the ready. Usually for fish and furs, but we could take people in them.
Excellent.
Is there anything that we could borrow or buy that could protect us as we make our way up that mountain?
Let me take a look here. He kind of...
Greckles looks at his midriff coat. I mean anything.
Oh! Give me 2 seconds, and he gets up, and he disappears behind the inn. Meanwhile, outside of the inn... Or inside of the inn, off to the side, Doros has his arms crossed and just seems in deep thought.
Doros, I have a very important multiple important questions for you. Can I have a moment of your time?
He opens his mouth and, like, closes it and then nods.
Understand you're a man of few words, so I'll keep it very simple. You're close to Willow, yes?
He shakes his head like, yes, like...
Does Remy know that they're in a relationship or no?
I feel like you would know, yeah. Brooke probably would have brought it up.
Yes, he loves to talk. Okay. You've known her, I assume, at least a year or two, maybe?
He kind of waves his hand side to side and nods.
In the time that you've known her, and this is going to be a very strange question, told you about another name that she used to go by?
Doris kind of tilts his head.
What I mean to say is, maybe one that she was trying to hide.
Doros kind of nods slowly.
Let me think. Could you write it down for me?
Doros shakes his head like, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Curses. Work with me here. I'm trying not to tell everyone this, but I've been following the Silver King. Unfortunately...
Doros kind of leans down and gets closer to you to listen.
I was able to get him to reveal that he was looking for someone within Alavast.
Doros gets even closer.
It's the reason he didn't take Solly's hand in marriage. He was looking for someone else.
Doros looks even more confused. His brow kind of goes down, his head tilts.
There's the possibility that person is Willow. And I have a theory as to why that could be, but I need to know if she's ever been called anything else. And I can't find that out until I actually... I have noticed that she stayed away from the Silver King. She was not at the ball, nor did she go to the festival, and I don't think that was a coincidence.
You see a wave of realization, like, begin to drain the color on Doros's face, as what he thought was an argument was actually maybe a reason. He kind of backs up into the wall, knocking over one of the chairs, and kind of grips his forehead. and kind of stares down in disbelief, kind of like
Easy, Doros,
comprehending
easy.
everything.
Easy. Take a deep breath and just breathe. All right? She's going to be all right. I don't think he's going to harm her. It's more the cold that I'm worried about. She could freeze to death up
nods.
here. So we stay focused, and above all, we cannot try to kill him. Not at least until it's a last resort. I have an idea. I just need you to work with me.
Doros
But
looks at the sword and then looks up to you. He listens.
The best way that this can end is with Willow safe and sound back in Alavast with you. And I don't think that happens if we try to kill this thing, if we even can.
Shakes his
But
head.
we can outthink it together.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and nods.
All right. Let's make sure the others stay focused, yes?
He nods.
And that's where I'll end the scene.
Okay. Borky and Lily, you make your way up to the front of Ozzy's beautiful mage tower. You see some spinning sculptures, kinetic sculptures outside the windows, hanging and spinning in the blowing, gusting wind. And you see the front door completely swept off, clean as always, as you guys approach.
I thought you meant the front door had been swept away by the weather. I was like, damn.
No, he swept the snow. The snow's gone.
Okay.
My bad.
Borky knocks on the door. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Who
Who is it?
Borky opens it.
It's locked.
Borky
Lily
gestures to
takes-
Lily.
Yeah, Lily calls out,
Hello, it's me. It's Lily.
Oh, Lily! And you hear the sounds of rustling. You hear something fall over and break, and then the door opens. You see, like, his hair is thrown all over the place. His glasses, he's adjusting the glasses on his head. His robes are like half open on one side and the other. And he goes, Lily, oh.
And Borky. He does like
two
little.
thumbs pointing.
I'm doing like the beast smile from.
Ozzy slowly reaches over, his hand like behind the door, grabs something, and you watch as his hand retracts, and you see Vincent, his hedgehog, and he slowly lifts his coat and puts Vincent into his pocket and ties his coat close to him.
As a man,
in the mean,
as a person who lost, who is currently looking for his totally alive and missing pet tubs, I understand what I did was wrong trying to take your hedgehog. I apologize profusely. I've come to do business, and Borky pulls out his giant sack of gold and does a jingle, jingle, jingle.
Is Panic with you?
No, he was hungry, so he's not here.
Right. I don't have very much right now. I might charge you a bit extra just to make up for it, I'm afraid. Comment, Lily, you don't have time for tea, I'm assuming.
Oh, unfortunately not, but I have time for hugs. And then she just like gives him, like leaps forward and gives him a hug.
She gives him a hug back and leads you in. He has 2 potions of cold resistance for sale.
Ooh. So these are both for cold resistance, yeah?
Yeah, these are made out of a special herb that only grows in the hottest summers, surprisingly. But I've had them on hand for the hunters in case, things get dire.
These might come in handy, but okay, how much?
They're 100 gold each.
Oh boy. All right, Borky pulls out a 200 gold and just drops it on the table.
Thank you. Thank you for the business.
No problem. What else? Anything else you got?
There's nothing else that'll help you. I have lamp oil. I have no healing potions. I'm completely out of healing potions.
Ozzy, do you happen to have a spare blanket? I have a blanket, but it's kind of gnome-sized, and I was thinking maybe something slightly bigger.
I do. I'll go up and get it from my cupboard, and you hear him go up the stairs, and he comes back with a very, very nice gray woolen blanket. It's about for the size of someone who's about 6 feet tall, and he folds it and gives it to you.
Oh, how much do I owe you?
Oh, just don't worry about it. I mean, all those mushrooms you got for me, like, you've already paid for it yourself.
Oh, Ozzy, you're the best friend.
and she still like hugs this blanket that is bigger than her. Like she's like trying to put her arms around it, but it's like so like big that she's having trouble. But she wanted to get it just in case like Willow needed a blanket once they find her.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Ozzy smiles kind of this nice, earnest smile, and he goes, Yeah, no, absolutely. And be safe out on the mountain, eh? You've told me about some of the stuff you've seen up there, and I'm a little nervous, but be safe.
Yeah,
Be safe,
I'm
Lily.
a little bit nervous too.
And you, and he looks up to you, Panic. If you see Panic, just
You mean
Oh.
Borky?
he looks up to Borky. Sorry, my words are getting jumbled. He looks up to you, Borky. He goes, Orc, I don't know your name. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If you see Panic, tell him no hard feelings, and I need time to, and I don't know. It probably wouldn't work out.
Okay. Okay.
Ozzy closes his eyes, just like, oh, I've just made the biggest mistake. Then opens them and goes, all right, well, good luck, you two, and be safe.
Okay. Okay.
And he opens the door and lets you guys out.
Oof.
Lily tries to sneak a peek at the hedgehog before she leaves. Cause hedgehog
Vincent
is
waves
cute.
with his little hedgehog arm,
Lily's back!
and the door closes.
My heart is broken into like 12 different pieces.
Back at the tavern, eventually Marvin returns with a large, like, fur-lined wool, and like it's like that patterned quilted jacket.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dress length. And he hands it to you, Greckles.
Oh,
That's all we got.
That's all I need.
Perfect. Just mind your feet. It's a little long, but it should keep you warm.
Is there anything up the mountain we should at least know of that's like that's native to it?
I've heard actually from a druid local here. There's been some sightings of a few things. Mostly what we deal with are I'm sure you've seen those white wolves. Those massive white wolves have been running around.
Oh, we've seen them.
Yeah, we're keeping pretty close together because of those things. They've been picking off a couple of our hunters. Mountain, we don't really go up the mountain. There was a half ogre there for a while, but some paladins picked him up. Actually, I think you were there for that. Yeah, he's gone. The other thing is, I believe there's there's been some whisperings of some giants living on the mountain.
Oh,
That's good.
But I don't know the details of that.
Do you know if they reside in any tunnels or caves within the mountain's side?
I heard that there's a druid that knows about them. But that's all I know. I mean, we don't go that close. We know better than to do that.
We can-
Dangerous
Fair
things
enough.
lie in the mountains, like
could-
dragons, for instance.
We could probably
Right.
assume that they're taking camp inside if it's going to be that cold.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for your assistance. Like we said, if something goes completely wrong, get your people out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. And keep the jacket. Belonged to my wife.
Oh, so sorry.
No, she's still alive. She just hates that jacket.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Thank you. I was waiting for that
That
turn.
was great.
All right, you guys all head out and you all meet back in the center of town. Panic, was there anything you wanted to do?
Panic's
By
gonna
your
walk
lonesome.
into the forest.
Which direction?
He's not gonna be straight too far from the town. He's just gonna walk behind a couple trees and just sit.
Lily feels guilty.
Roll for guilt.
Critical failure.
Sorry?
The rest of you besides Panic. Oh boy, you're actually rolling for it.
No, I want
No,
to
it
do
wasn't me.
Panic's he's just gonna look at the ground. Can you hear me? Huh? Omnimar, can you hear me? What do you want from me? Why am I related to you? What do you want with me? Can you hear me? You ruined my life with your blood in my veins. I can't lose them. I need something.
Your vision goes black.
Oh no. This doesn't sound good.
You don't feel the cold. You don't smell anything. And worst of all, you don't hear anything. Silence. deafening silence that chews at you, that bites at your core, that swallows everything that you are, and you'll be silence. Muffled quiet, like smothering. And then
Can I hear
from
my
this,
breath?
you can't even hear your breath. You can't even hear your heartbeat in your chest, but you can feel it. And then you hear a tiny little song off into the distance. And you hear a tiny little voice. And it says, "Dust drifting, directionless, divine." And you're immediately back in the forest. And for a moment you swear you saw a porcelain mask, not like lies, but something much different. And you feel that something is terribly wrong.
Are you there? Am I there?
The rest of you all meet in the center of the town. Doros is now pacing back and forth up and down the city street center, kind of pacing and looking up to the statue of Avon and then pacing back and forth, running his memories through his head. What are the rest of you doing? Greckles, I'm assuming you're donning that coat.
Oh yeah.
You feel infinitely cool, like warmer. You're so much more comfortable.
Remy would instantly be taking stock of who's there and who's not, notice Panic is missing, and then turn to the people who left with him. Borky, Lily, where's Panic?
He was heading back to town. Said he was hungry.
Lily's like struggling under the mass of this blanket, so she's a little bit muffled. And she said,
I think he was gonna go get food. He didn't actually.
Did he say where?
Oh no. I'll just hold on. I'll do it. Top of his lungs. Panic!
Would I hear that?
Yeah, you do. As you sit there and you're sitting in the silence, you're kind of shaken. You hear panic.
10 out of 10 impression.
Wow, sounds just like him. They're related.
All right, Panic just sort of shakily stands up and stumbles back into town.
There you are. Oh, by the way, Ozzy said there were hard feelings, but it's cool.
Connor, does Panic have any, like, is he able to hide his fear or displeasure very well, or is he openly like, I don't know what I'm doing?
Usually he is, but this is fucking crazy.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I was about to ask, can I also
for it.
roll a insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. There we go.
That's a 22.
19.
I guess what I...
You can roll deception, I would say with disadvantage.
Yeah.
14.
Or you can choose the fail if you want. So 14.
14.
So
everybody.
Greckles, yeah, everybody technically because
Everyone knows.
Yeah, Panic looks.
You're covered in a blanket.
Oh, she's like, no, he seems still pissed off from last time. This is legit.
no, Lily legit thinks that this is all her fault. Like she
Oh,
sees
no!
that he's upset, and she just thinks that it's her.
Panic looks. How would Panic look in this situation?
Not... He's... There's definitely some fear, but there's also, like... bewilderment. He doesn't really know what to think about what he just saw.
What's
He
the
only
matter,
knows
guy?
that he invoked the name of Omnima and something happened. And
Okay. Go ahead, Task.
Tass was gonna just say to him, "What's the matter? Nerve snapped about the climb?"
Just dealing with the silver dragon, you know?
Doros nods very solemnly. He's
Panic.
visibly sweating.
Panic, it's us. Come on, man.
I might have screwed up.
What did you do?
Panic looks around. They're like in the middle of the town, right?
There's no one else outside. Everyone's in like the tavern.
Borky's trying to say, but he said no hard feelings, dude. I mean, we all make.
Not that. I think the Devil King spoke to me.
Why? How?
Why, how, and what did he say?
Doros begins moving because he's getting antsy. Do you guys follow him?
Oh, I look at him and I say, we will get there. Have patience.
No.
Doros continues to pace.
We should go.
Walk and
I'll
talk.
tell you.
You can walk and talk, yeah.
Yeah, we can walk and talk.
Does the blanket that Lily received fit in her explorer's pack? Can she like stuff that in there?
Sure, because it'll be cute, yeah.
Oh God.
Oversized blanket in your backpack.
Carry the load, Mr. Frodo.
Oh no, I'll do you one better, Lily. Borky picks up Lily, puts her on his shoulder, and wraps the blanket around his entire arm.
Oh, that's cute.
Lily like claps in excitement. She's so happy. She's like hugs the parts of Borky that she can reach.
Oh, don't worry. Is it just like is it, you know when you wrap a blanket around your face and the rest of it just kind of wraps around your body? I'm assuming that's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's like you just got out of bed. You guys begin to make your way up the mountain. Panic, your legs are feeling kind of woozy.
You gonna tell us exactly what happened, man?
I sort of lost control of my temper. I went to the woods to try and clear my head, and I couldn't. I lashed out. I asked him what he wanted with me. I asked him why I was made this way, why I'm related to him, what he wanted with me, what my mother wants with me. And he answered.
With what?
What exactly did he say? Dust something?
You don't think you saw Omnima.
Oh.
You saw a white porcelain mask.
Well,
And that spoke to you.
I just called his name. I saw.
It said dust drifting directionless divine.
I'm not 100% certain it was him. I saw a porcelain mask, not lies.
So
It
there's
said-
another one then.
It was dust drifting directionless divine.
Is what it said, yeah.
And it said dust drifting directionless divine.
How did your gut feel about the mask itself if it wasn't Omnima?
What you remember, Panic, is that you were suffocating. The silence, everything, you can breathe. The moment that thing talked, you could.
I think it wanted to help.
Well, if it's even related to lies, that would be understandable. Speaking of, who has that mask?
I thought we had like the one. I thought we had.
It's one piece now. I think Greckles, you have it because you're.
Yeah.
I remember
Do I?
because Remy tried to mend it for you, and you never. I don't think. You
Oh,
ever
okay.
got it.
Well, I pull out the mask and look at it.
It's still the same. One giant crack left.
Something left to mend. We'll have to worry about it later.
Right.
Well,
Doros starts to go off the track.
Remy is following him.
He stops and kneels. He turns the sword point down into the earth and kneels in front of a small mound of snow.
Does this look like a natural or unnatural mound of snow? Meaning, is
It
there
looks
maybe
like a grave.
Okay, that was what I was asking. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It says, "Here lies Paladin Ray, friend,
Oh,
hero,
God damn
champion."
it!
Yeah, we're getting on the knee. Getting on the knee.
Oh fuck! All right.
Does that
Doros
name
is
mean
completely
anything?
silent.
That name means
Uh,
everything to us.
Roll knowledge history, Remy.
Because, oh boy, 13.
13. Paladin Ray was part of Doros and Brork's Paladin Order. She was an Avon paladin, and she died protecting a village, essentially. She was considered at the same, like, she was considered next in line for, like, the captain of the city, essentially, if Bork wasn't captain. That's kind of how...
She was like his right-hand woman.
In a way. Not they didn't really work together, but they were both trained the same way, and, like,
Gotcha.
you know from Bork that they were very good friends.
And fun fact out of character, we had to find her body as one of our first main quests. So yeah, she means a lot to a lot of us.
Remy's instantly going to drop to a knee if he knows all that.
After a few short moments, Doros rises, resheaths his blade, and continues up the mountain.
Keep on going.
Him.
Okay. You guys head up the mountain, the snow now swirling and whipping and winding. You see the trees capped with white hats.
Would there be enough cover for me to stealth around in?
In and out, yeah. You enter kind of long stretches of just snow plains. It's kind
Are
of
we
hard
heading
with all the
toward
snow.
Dragon's Take, by the way, or is there a different path up the
No,
mountain?
you guys are currently heading up. So I will show you on the map where you guys are currently heading.
I'm gonna go ahead and dive in the snow if that's okay with y'all. That is a
Oh,
double
got it.
26.
Nice. Yeah, you dive into the snow.
Where'd he go?
Oh, man.
You
Oh,
guys
God.
continue up the mountain. You feel a swift, sharp wind, even for those wearing warm attire, piercing through. Your bones rattle, your teeth chattering as you make your way up the perilous steps, rocks crumbling beneath your feet. I would like a marching order for this mountain.
Am I still on Borky's shoulders?
Yeah.
Okay.
And wrapped up nice and cozy. Cool.
Yeah,
just like the eyes
I'm
visible.
Doros is in the lead. I'm going to assume.
Doros is in the lead.
Doros
I would
is
assume
behind,
Remy's
yeah.
right behind them,
Remy?
or right behind him, and then it's up to you guys.
I wrote down Bemmy. Remy.
Bemmy? Yes, Bemmy is there.
Task and
Remy's
Pan-
also there, but Bemmy.
Borky's going to take up the rear with Lily on his
Okay.
shoulder.
Okay.
Would I be able to still effectively stealth in a marching order, or can I be like 5-10 feet away?
You're gonna have to stay in a line because the path's getting kind of narrow here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take the middle then. That way I can zip around and flank whoever.
Okay,
Is it possible, just tactically speaking, is it single file, or is there enough room to spread out a little bit?
There's enough room to spread out a bit. So if you want multiple people to take the
I was gonna
front,
say,
that's
can we do like a diamond
possible.
formation with the squishies in the middle?
Sure.
Okay. So then I think probably Borky in the back, Task and Remy on the sides, Doros in front, and then everybody else in the middle.
Okay.
Because those are the most durable. Unless Panic is more durable than Task. I don't know.
No,
I have 50 HP.
All right. Well, the other durable person will be the other part of the diamond. So I think that's probably tactically our best way to do this.
Okay.
So that way we don't get jumped.
Yep.
If it gets really, really cold, I'm gonna pull out Kajikiri and just kind of light the middle of this triangle.
Middle
If
of the
it-
triangle. Oh,
Diamond.
you're
If it or the diamond, sorry. If it starts
technically
getting
two
way
triangles,
too
so you're
cold.
good.
If it starts getting way too cold, I know it may not do much, but it's better than nothing.
Okay.
Protect the fire.
The fire protects itself, my dude.
Fire protects all, my dude.
Stab this thing
All
in a
right, so
pile of
we are
logs.
marching, Monty.
Yeah, you are absolutely marching. The paths kind of go dipping into valleys and hilltops. This mountain's kind of strange. As you guys walk forward, you begin to hear a rumbling, a deep, roaring rumble. Roll a perception check.
God.
This is
No!
audible, I
gi-
assume, correct?
Oh, that's a 9. It's the giants, the storm giants.
16.
16, 14, 15 limes. You also pass.
24.
Nice.
I
you do too.
paused something.
Wow. Again,
Oh,
I did not pass perception yet again.
19.
No. Greckles, your ear is full of snow as you're kind of like diving in and out of the
My
snow.
ear holes.
Your ear holes, yeah. The rest of you guys hear like a rumbling, like a deep, like sort of sound. Panic, you have no idea what it is, and the sound kind of frightens you. Lily, you kind of get a sense of what the sound is, but you're not too afraid. Remy and Borky, and let me roll for Doros too, since he's there. Yeah, Doros doesn't care. He's
Come on,
completely
baby,
in thought.
let's go. Let's go.
It's a waterfall, a very large waterfall.
Oh, that
and-
is not what I thought it was.
And as you guys move forward, it is currently about 20 feet long to get across, and it's roaring down the side of the mountain. You, Borky and Task, you recall that at one point you guys were in a riverbed, and you assume that this might be the source of the river. It is quite large, and you hear quite a bit of thunder, but you see no clear way to get across.
Lily,
Hi.
did your animal companions by any chance tell you a way to get around this thing?
Did they?
You don't recall.
I didn't know that this was here. It's pretty though.
All right.
You do see a few animals around. There are a few birds.
Can I talk
To the animals?
There's a chipmunk currently.
I want to talk to the chipmunk. Can I talk to the chipmunk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there we go. That's
Hooray.
what I was waiting. I was like, if she doesn't know, can she talk to the animals without me being very obvious?
Little
Okay,
chipmunk kind of stops and stares at you.
I'm gonna try and Lily's just gonna kind of stay at her vantage point on Porky's shoulder, and she like digs an arm out of the blanket and she waves a little bit, and she said,
Hello, friend. I was wondering, do you know of any way that's like nice and easy and safe across this river here?
Roll a handle animal.
Okay.
Squeakity squeak, squeakum squeaks.
"Yeah, exactly."
Sorry, I had to.
16. Okay. The chipmunk kind of tilts its head and goes. You don't understand what it's saying.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I didn't quite get that one. Oh, thank you anyway.
And he kind of runs up the cliffside and gets to the top and kind of like jumps around and goes.
Do we go that way?
I think maybe.
Doros, why don't you scout it out?
He walks forward with the ice pick and the climbing gear, and like kind of flips it around in his hand. He's gonna roll, hopefully not hitting the chipmunk.
Hey, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
While this is happening, I want to like test something. I know it's probably not going to work, but I want to at least try it, like to do my dumb video game knowledge.
Okay.
I wondered if you were gonna do this. I wondered.
Dude, I wanted to, but I was just like, I don't think this will work. But fuck it, let's try it. Task will point the will ready his bow, not shoot it, but point an arrow, dip it into the water, and say "ghoul."
Okay. You do. The frost comes out a bit and immediately is washed away by the hard flow of the water.
Not strong enough.
Even thick ice at that point would be broken and tossed across, just as the rock has been.
Well, at least I attempted it.
Doros rolled a 2.
Oh boy.
And you watch as he spins it, he throws it, it bounces across the stone and hits him directly in the forehead. And you watch as this 8-foot-tall man falls like a tree onto the ground.
Family Guy falls onto the fucking snow.
Yes.
Doros, let me give that a shot.
Is this a survival check?
It's a dexterity check to throw it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
And
go for it, Rex.
Doros has no dexterity.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a dex check. I thought it was a strength. Go for it.
Okay, let's see here. And
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
It lands right next to the chipmunk.
I'm gonna give it a couple good yanks to make sure that it's firm.
Feels solid.
Good.
Squeaky squeak.
All right, let's make our way up.
Remy's gonna grab the rope.
Okay. I want everybody to make athletics checks for this.
All right.
Boy.
Hold on, Lily.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's all right.
19.
Does Lily?
I bet
No.
that.
Oh.
Hold on.
All right, so hang on. Let's go down the list.
Real fast
All
there.
right.
Does Lily need to because she's riding Borky's shoulder?
That's true.
That is true. That means you roll with disadvantage.
Oh no.
I do.
That's not
18,
bad at
so you're fine.
disadvantage, though.
Yeah. It's great skill.
How did you roll with disadvantage get better than almost all of us?
Because we rolled. we have
have
nothing in athletics.
Me and
That's
Lily
true.
have the power of friendship.
Oh, got it.
I'm really dexterous, but apparently not strong enough to climb my own damn rope.
Task, you're training as a kobold. You actually are pretty used to climbing up ropes, and sure enough, you grab it and you're up there like immediately. Remy, you make your way up. Your claws kind of slip on some ice, but you manage to get to the top and kind of dust yourself off. Limes, you kind of sit on top of Borky as Borky with both arms just huh.
As Borky pulls us up, I like she's humming and singing the friendship song to herself.
Doros goes to grab the rope and pulls, and he just rips it out of the stone, and it hits him in the head again.
Family Guy flop.
All right. Let's do this again. That's a nat 20.
20. You get that in there. It is in there now. You guys, the remainers can now roll with advantage. Doros got a natural 1, by the way.
God
Yeah,
damn
I
it.
assumed as much.
Oh,
Rogue, Dajin.
very good throw.
Well, it's a double 11.
Oh my.
Still enough to pass.
Okay.
Doros also got an 11. Or no, he has athletics. Yeah, so he's good. Yeah, he can make it up. Doros
I
is
was gonna
fine.
say athletics is strength. He should have it.
And
I will
then
never-
Panic.
I rolled a 6.
Oh no, you got to roll again. We're going
Roll
up.
again.
Roll again with advantage because
Doros-
I'm good. I'm
Doros
good
broke the
ninja.
rope.
19.
Nice. The rest of you guys make it up. Panic, as you're kind of making your way up, Doros reaches down with his hand and grabs you and kind of like gently like grabs your hand like brother to brother and lifts you up and then kind of starts to pull, like try to pull like the hook out of the ground and just stops and goes, hands it off to Greckles and just puts up the hands like, no, I'm not doing that again. He kind of walks away.
All right. Well, I gather everything up and just kind of put it away.
Okay. The chipmunk runs ahead and he's like, kind of waving in the snow. He's leaving little footprints behind. What do you guys do?
I guess we just follow
We're
it. I
gonna-
mean, that's.
I mean,
Okay.
I assume Doros knows where we're going, right? He has the map.
Lily, do you,
Doros is just following the chipmunk because he has no map of this mountain.
Lily, do you think he's taking us the right place?
I've never gone wrong following a chipmunk. They're very, very trustworthy. I think we should go.
The chipmunk gives you a chipmunk thumbs up.
We're
As it
following the
proceeds-
chipmunk.
Yeah, as it proceeds forward, and as it does, let me see. I'm gonna roll. What's a chipmunk? I'm gonna consider it a rat just for the sake of stats.
There you go.
I'd say it's a feral pretty rat.
Can I?
Out, 'cause here we come. Let's move
Ooh,
over.
Very
there-
smart chipmunk.
Is this just like open? What's the terrain like right now? Is it just
You
completely
are
open?
currently up on a ledge. There's a bunch of trees kind of bent over to one side. It's very narrow. There's a few rocks. Looks like some past rock slides. Mounds upon mounds of snow. And as you're walking, the chipmunk's kind of going a steady pace. Suddenly, the chipmunk darts into a crack on the stone, and you see a large cat pounce down from the ridge above you, trying to get at the chipmunk, and it turns and snarls towards you. It's massive and white and bears large fangs, not saber-tooth fangs, but large fangs.
Lily, talk to it. Talk to it.
Everyone
could I
stay
make-
still?
Could
Yeah.
I make an attempt to talk to the animal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, hello friend. I'm very, very sorry, but please don't attack my chipmunk friend. How are you today?
Or anyone else?
Do you have speak with animals, Lily?
Yes.
Okay, I'd cast it.
Boop.
Okay. The saber-tooth cat, or not saber-tooth cat, but the giant cat. This thing's massive. It's about the size of those wolves you guys were fighting before.
Goody.
Good.
Hungry, starving. And it kind of licks its mouth and looks towards you, the smallest of the prey.
Oh.
Forky just kind of holds
Does
us back.
anyone have any food?
I have enough rations. I actually have 11 pieces. All right, I will toss this thing 6 pieces of rations.
All right, you throw the rations to the cat, and the cat just... And you watch as 3 more cats jump down out of nowhere, perfect white, pristine
line.
fur, and begin
Oh.
to eat the rations. And then one cat looks and goes, "Tall, 2-legged folk take our goats. Hunting is bad. We come lower, you give us more food, and we leave you be."
Do we
All
have
right,
enough
well-
food for all of them?
I got. Here. I got it. Greckles throws out four more rations.
Okay, they just immediately all descend upon it. You even see a few cubs kind of come in and eat at it
Oh.
as they eat away at the food. They snap up the fish. A few of them kind of fight and squabble, but the big alpha kind of like makes them stop. And then, "Your food is dry but good. Why are you small things coming up the mountainside? Did you not see the great lizard upon the peak now? It is dangerous for hunting."
Oh well, actually, the great lizard took one of my friend's friends here. We're trying to help them, and we'd like to save them you know exactly where it went?
We know not where it went, but the wind is cruel. You should turn back when you have the chance.
Oh, thank you. I hope you're able to find some more foods.
The hunting will be good down here. No tall folk to disturb us. And they begin to kind of pad past you guys. One of them kind of looks at you, Greckles, and kind of licks its chops, and then the big alpha's like snarls at it and kind of it backs off, and they keep walking past.
Photorealistic Greckles.
Lily waves at them as they go. Goodbye, friends!
Good job, guys.
Oh.
Ah, bravo!
Did we just avoid combat?
Yeah. Bravo! Bravo!
It took a few rations, but yeah.
I mean,
I just say that's like one of the happiest things for a player is when you're like, we're screwed. Don't want to do this. Nope.
Nah, dude, you say that, and I'm just like, I'm still good on 5 pieces of ration.
I was gonna say, good job, guys.
Lily, you say so? They say tall people, Lily, right?
Yeah, I've heard stories. I know there are stone giants up here, and they're
Wait.
really...
Did you
really
say giants?
Yeah, like really big giants, and like giants, and they're not very friendly, and I don't think we should get anywhere near them. I hide.
Pray tell, might they be giants?
The giants!
God damn it, that fucking musical reference. I hope it didn't go over anyone's head.
Honestly, Tash, we gotta build a little birdhouse in our soul. Gotcha.
Thank you! Fuck yeah! High five, Borky.
Alright. Ow, my face!
Right. Well, all things being equal now, perhaps we should continue, giants notwithstanding.
The chipmunk pops its head out as the...
Shouldn't she understand the chipmunk now that she cast the spell?
Yeah, I guess you would. Oh man, that was scary!
Oh shit!
No, it's played by
Is
Chris
this
Rock.
Eddie Murphy?
Chris Rock. Much
Chris
worse.
Rock is the chipmunk confirmed.
Man, I thought climbing up the side of the wall would be the hard part!
Oh my goodness
Oh
gracious.
my god.
Does anybody speak jive?
Alright, you guys good to go?
I mean, we are now. How could we not?
Hey lady! Are you good to go?
I'm good to go. Thank you so much.
Cool! Let's go!
Oh god, this chipmunk is turning into fucking AC/DC.
This is problematic!
The fucking chipmunk just comes. Yeah, the chipmunk just comes in. You ready? Are you ready?
Some bad
After
acting.
me!
All right, we're going.
All right,
Going.
you guys follow the chipmunk forward as he leads you to basically a sort of nook beneath the behind the waterfall. It's like a ledge beneath the waterfall. It's not being hit by the water. It's almost like a canopy of water over this sort of tunnel made of stone and water. You can see where the water crashed down below, but there's a narrow passage in which you guys can sneak through. All right,
That caught me by surprise.
here you go.
We just see like a little crevice like that we can sneak in.
Yeah, it could probably
Can
fit
Doros
someone
fit?
about.
Can
He'll
Doros
try.
fit?
He will try.
Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
you know, this was great. I had a good time. Do you have a nut? Like one nut? Like an acorn?
So Lily, so
Like
it
an
was a nut.
acorn? Or like an,
Lily,
like an almond?
Lily, you have to tell this chipmunk, because I'm guessing she's translating it. You should.
All you hear, Borky, is just...
Is Lily telling us this?
Are you Lily?
Yeah, does anyone have a nut?
Yo, a log once told me that that's a baby tree.
Oh, it's true.
Do you have one of Log's pine cones?
No,
I
God.
think Log gave me an acorn once.
I think he did, yeah.
Check your bag.
Might Lily have a nut also?
She likes the forest.
Let's see if Panic has one first, and if not, I think Lily, you would have one.
I didn't write it down on my character sheet, but I don't think I threw it away.
Okay. I mean, you could give him 2 nuts.
Oh, there
Two
you
nuts
go.
is better than one.
That's a hell
I
of
was
a...
gonna say he probably needs 2.
It's
I
fair
need
enough.
those.
That's a lot of nuts.
I'm not.
I got that
I-
reference.
I pull out the acorn lovingly gifted to me by Log, and I hand it to Lily.
Lily takes that one and also the one that she finds in her own backpack, and she kind of like wriggles down from Borky's shoulder and like reverently, with them placed flat in her palm, she offers them to the chipmunk. Thank you so much for your guidance.
Oh, heck yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. He starts sewing it in his face. Like, "Oh, thank you. Hey, that was a good time. See you later. And he just leaves.
I just imagine this squirrel with like one coked out K. Rool eyeball.
Oh, I'm so happy, Monty. You're the best.
Someone,
Yeah,
I
for
saw,
real.
I saw someone say that. Oh my God, it's the PSP squirrels.
Hey man, I'm down
I'd
with.
hit that. I'd hit that. I'd hit that.
Hey man, I'm. Hey yo, you know me. I'm down with PSP.
Why don't you play nut outside?
PSP, I'd hit that.
Oh, fuck.
All right. The crashing waterfall lands before you, a thunderous roar over the mountainside.
All right, I guess if Doros can't fit, Remy will be the first one to go in.
Hey,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yep.
Let me look through my backpack, as I remember, I kind of bulked up on items for such an occasion back when we were going off into the woods.
Okay.
Let's see. I have a pick. I have a hammer. Can we carve our way a little bit?
with a pick and a hammer?
With a pick, hammer, sickle, quarterstaff.
Mountains of
You gonna Shawshank this shit?
I mean, like, it's an option if we can't get this big motherfucker in here.
Well, let's consider.
What was that? What was that, Bosco? You cut out
Cut
there.
out.
Oh, I said Remy will go first, and then Doros can try to fit behind him.
Okay. Remy, I want you to roll a athletics or acrobatics check of your choice.
Did he cut out for you too? Oh, no.
8.
Yeah.
8. Oof.
8.
All right. You begin to move forward underneath the waterfall, kind of your back to the wall. And as you move, you slip on some ice and immediately grab your grip, but you're now falling.
Everyone watch your step.
You are currently dangling on the edge, being blasted with water as your
Can I pull
talons are
myself
sinking into the ice. Roll an athletics check or acrobatics of your choice.
God, Remy's that
20,
fucking-
soft.
You managed to pull yourself up, but you're now soaking wet and cold.
Remy was that fucking, like, that rubber chicken when you put it under the sink.
Everyone be mindful of your feet. It's very slippery.
You manage to
Noted.
sidle your way across to the other side.
Okay.
Doros kind of leans down and is like, after you.
Very
Greckles will go next, but knowing there's ice, can we take this slow to possibly get advantage on this crossing?
No, just a straight roll.
Alrighty.
I tried, guys.
That's a 19.
You're good. You manage to sidle across. You keep your hands on the stone on the inside. You can feel the cold rush of the water on your back.
Okay.
But you can't get across.
Before
Monty- Oh, go ahead.
before he goes into hyperthermia, Remy, do you have a torch or anything like that?
Just a moment.
Can I use prestidigitation to make just a little bit of fire?
You can make the water go off your
Home
body. too.
slice, I got fire for days.
If you got prestidigitation, you can dry yourself off.
I was gonna
with
say, then I will use that.
prestidigitation.
You hear as a hairdryer noise starts spouting out of Remy's hand as he blow dries himself.
Achille
Foof.
All right.
Greckles looks
Next.
at his dagger and mentally looks at his spells. Shit.
Lily, it's probably too tall for you to be riding on Borky's shoulders to go through. You'll
Yeah,
have to go by
I think she
yourself.
already hopped off to talk to the chipmunk, so she wouldn't have bothered getting back up with the crossing that we have to do.
Okay.
Is it me next?
Whoever wants to go.
Lily will take the reins and take charge. She's going across. Acrobatics, right?
Or
Or
athletics,
athletics,
your choice,
whichever one's
whichever
better.
you want.
It's not athletics.
Nice.
Whoa! All right.
You just kind of walk. You're short enough that you don't take up too much space. That you're actually pretty fine on the ledge. As a small creature, you seem to be pretty okay.
She's still humming to herself as she goes, because this is
You
fun.
don't even get wet.
Yeah, exactly. She's having a good time.
All right, I'll give this a go now. 20.
20.
Yes.
Nice. You go over, and as you're kind of going with your back facing the water, your tail gets blasted with some water, and it is so icy cold. It's like jumping into a cold lake.
Oh, cold is not good for cold bloods. Cold is not good for cold bloods. Ha 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 ha.
I will immediately use prestidigitation on his tail.
Yeah, you make it over, and immediately that sensation's gone.
Borky just looks at Doros. Okay, so you want to go last? You want me to go last?
Doros nods, like, he should go last.
Okay. Borky's gonna use athletics. How far of a jump is it?
It's just
It's pretty far. You're gonna want to shimmy, yeah.
All right, Borky shimmies.
Yeah!
27.
27.
Nice. You like full on like gymnast rock climb your way over, like hopping to the side. You don't get wet either, and you make it to the other side.
Alabaster Ninja Warrior.
Basically.
Doros, Borky's going for it.
Panic, dude. Panic and Doros are left.
Oh, alright. So Panic, you up. 13.
13. You begin to make your way over, and as you walk, a bunch of stone breaks out from under your feet. You manage to catch yourself.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh!
Doros reaches out to you,
Uh-oh. Here we go.
and he is going to bless you.
Bless.
Thank goodness.
Hashtag bless.
You can add.
Oh, hashtag.
You can hashtag bless. You can add a D4 to your next check.
Okay.
The rock crumbles down before you, plopping into the water a fair distance below. Your heart beats in your chest.
I'm going to be a lifeless husk by the time I get over there.
Nice.
Oh, that's
you
good.
don't even need the bless. You're good. You managed to make your way over. You're a little wet. Your jacket's a little soaked, but I assume, Remy, you got that covered.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh,
we're
he can do it
just
to
both-
himself.
Yeah, we're just both prestidigitationing, just.
Wind tunnel.
God damn.
Oh my
Doros,
god.
Doros takes a few breaths. Oh, buddy. I'm going to do athletics for him.
Wait. Hold on. Before you do that, how far away is this chasm thing?
About 30 feet.
Oh,
30
across.
feet. Could
It's a big river.
I throw him the rope and we all hang on the side, and if he falls, we can hold on to him?
Yeah, you could throw a rope if you want to do a dex check to throw it over to him.
Okay, everyone grab a piece of this rope. Everyone get it?
Yep.
All right.
Actually,
Alright.
can I make a suggestion? Maybe have one person tie it around their waist and then we all hold each other. It'd be easier.
Borky ties it around his waist.
There you go.
Here we go.
Good.
Billy grabs hold of Borky's cuff for all the good it will do.
Yay! Limes has to be at the end of the line, holding onto my ankle. That's the way it has
Yes.
to work.
Lily was holding on to your ankle at the end.
Okay,
here we
okay,
go.
Doros, here we go. Gotta catch it. That is an
Oh,
absolute
I-
ace.
I wanted a
That's
nat.
funny.
I wanted a nat.
Even if he doesn't catch it, you're gonna stab him in the face.
Hey, he catches it. You see the 4 stages of grief go through his face as this rope flies towards him. But then his hand reaches up and he grabs it and he holds on to it and he ties it around his waist.
Are there stalactites or anything, or rather stalagmites that
There's
we
rough
can wrap it-
stone on the inside. The top of it is kind of smoothed over. It's kind of like a large, like almost spout, almost shape to it.
Can we wrap the rope around it to give us a little bit of extra leverage?
Probably not. No, it's like kind of a direct flat.
Okay.
Yeah, move over.
Okay, everyone, hold on tight.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Lily
this.
braces.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that might be enough. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's enough. You watch as Doros, like as big as he is, kind of calls in, and his heavy armor just. He's walking through. It begins to scrape. You see sparks emitting, and he's just kind of trying to shove his way through, and eventually he makes it out on the other side.
Yeah.
You look at the front. You look at the front of his armor. It looks like what happens when you like hit a curb and just keep going for 5 seconds.
Yeah, his Avon symbol on his armor is a little bit like
All right,
shredded up.
I'll regather the rope, the pick, and everything else, and stash it.
Alrighty, you all safely make it across.
Is there
as
some
you
kind
make
of
your way
path?
forward. Yeah, there's kind of like a side ledge to this. It's definitely not made for like commoners, but it is something that is usable probably by the animals and whatever else lives on this mountain.
All right, I suppose onward and upward. Yes.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Remy's gonna go first.
What time is it?
At this point, it's basically nighttime.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it is dark. It's also really foggy now as you guys make your way up past the waterfall. All that moisture now rising up from the pool of water makes for a very, very hard to see sort of terrain.
I want to
If we-
roll. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, if we have torches, we can light them. I know we all have dark. Well, most of us have dark vision, but it might burn away some of the fog.
Doros reaches in and pulls out a torch.
All right, well there we go.
I'll put Kaji Kitty next to it, and then whisper "Boite," and it just bursts into flame to light the torch,
Doros kind of seems a bit shocked and is just like, "Oh, magic," and then holds on to it.
and then just sheaths it right back in.
Alright, here we go.
Wanted to roll a survival to see how, like, even though this is a slope, we are heading up. How much of like this trip will hagger us trying to go up it
Okay.
with a 14.
Nice.
Right now, your greatest enemy is the wind. It's pushing against you. As you guys are making your way forward. If you were going through the inside, like in your kobold training, like going through a mountain, you'd be 10 times faster than what you're at right now. But you don't see any openings to anything right now as you're traveling upwards.
The
Hey,
moment
Monty.
we oh
Can I put my shield in front of me to at least make it easier for people behind me? Obviously, they can't go faster than I am, but so that they're not
Yeah, it
getting
does
whipped
help
in
with
the
the
face.
cold a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
the moment we see an opening to a tunnel, let's take it.
Yes, agreed.
Can I roll a survival, like maybe just to check like whether or not this fire might be a bad idea? Like, do I know generally where, like the giants might be, and if this is just gonna broadcast our location to everyone?
You've only seen them down like off the mountains, surprisingly, like
okay.
gathering wood, because there's not a lot of trees up here. So you haven't seen
Right.
them on this. You haven't even gone on this mountain yourself, because
Okay.
it's besides the goats and those cats you met, it's pretty desolate for the most part, and the chipmunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget the chipmunk.
Yeah, no, my bad.
Don't forget.
Far away the misty
In terms of the torches, I mean, 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. It does help stave off the cold, as well as provide you vision in this really foggy like terrain. But yeah, you're right. It could give away your position as well.
We can probably put it out right before we get to an exit, right?
Well, you're on a mountain.
Covered in
Oh,
snow.
we're on the mountain. Oh, I thought we were.
Yeah, you're outside. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, the only way
Alright,
you're
well
leaving
then-
is if you leap off the side, which I don't recommend at this point.
Yeah,
You're
no.
pretty high up now.
Yeah, so he's all right. Remy's gonna lead the way with a shield out, just kind of blocking the wind. as best
You
he
guys
can.
make your way forward, and you don't have to make checks because you guys have torches out. So, no
Sweet.
full
Yay.
survival checks. As you make your way forward, same marching order, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'd
Actually, if
imagine
Doris
so.
wants to get back into the diamond, yeah.
Okay. Doros seems to be wanting to lead the charge.
Yes, so Doris can go in front. Remy will keep his shield out on the side with Panic, and then Borky in the back, and everybody else in the middle.
God, I wish I had something to hide behind or in.
You're inside of a diamond.
That's true.
Could Lily tap like Borky's leg and request that she be picked up again, just to,
Yeah.
so she doesn't slow everyone down?
Yeah, Borky.
Yeah, you're currently like trudging, like your ponytail is the only thing peeking above the snow.
Yeah.
Borky,
my gosh.
Borky, like immediately looks back. Is like, oh wait, sorry, and once again wraps her in the blanket, so only her face is sticking out of it.
Thank you, best friend Borky.
Yeah, no worries, Lily. Thank you so much for your help today. I know it felt. I know you were in a bad place, but if you weren't there, we wouldn't have bumped into you, and you couldn't have helped us get this far. Seriously.
Aw, thank you for saving me, Borky.
Yeah,
Monty.
Had a hug.
it was all of us.
Yeah.
Since we've got this diamond thing going on, would I be able to get some kind of visual cover to try and stay out of sight from outside this I keep calling it triangle, this diamond?
You're
you
kind
can
of on the
hide behind
outer
Doros.
fringe.
He's huge.
Yeah, you can hide behind Doros. He is very large.
All right, I'm gonna hide behind the tall boy
Okay.
with a 10.
You go and hide behind him, and you put your hands on his back, but you forget how tall he is, and you touch his butt, and he kind of like turns around to you slowly.
Photorealistic Greckles.
But as he turns around to you slowly, you see a silhouette to the distance, a round thing, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I need
Guys.
you to make a strength saving throw for me.
A strength?
Strength saving throw. Yep.
All of us or just me?
Just you and Doros.
Oh, fun. Okay, that's a saving throw. God, I'm gonna lose. Oh, that's bad. That's a 4.
Oh no.
That is a 4.
Okay, Doros passed. That's good. Whew.
Oh, I gotta go work out more.
You guys watch as you see now, lingering in the fog,
Oh God.
two massive gray-skinned humanoid creatures, one holding a rock and another one in the distance holding a club. I'm going to roll damage now,
Oh good.
because you didn't see that attack coming.
It's them hollow bones, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 25 to hit you, Greco.
Wow, yeah,
And Doros, yeah.
Hey,
So that
Monty,
is-
can you turn on the music just a tiny
Yeah, it's a
bit?
little
Is
loud.
it loud?
It's a little
Little
loud.
loud?
Yeah, just a
Sorry,
bit.
I will turn it down. It's angles. My bad.
So
I'm getting-
good.
How's that?
I'm getting
Yeah,
Hobbit
perfect.
flashbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
that's good.
good.
Okay. I have to roll damage for that.
Let the ring bearer decide. Looks to Lily.
I want to go hang out with Sam alone. Shifty eyes, shifty eyes, shifty eyes.
Greckles and Doros, you both take 19 points of bludgeoning
Hey,
damage.
that's half my health.
Jesus.
As a massive stone is hurled towards you, it crashes. Doros tries to shield you, but even he gets smashed on his back for half that amount. Let me grab Doros's health here. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative now.
Oh gosh darn it.
Oh.
20.
These things. Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Nat
Oh.
20! Give me that, baby! Let's go!
23.
that's a 12.
8.
Nice.
Oh man, always.
Oh, I think I
last.
misclicked something there. It
Nope,
yelled
you
at
got
me.
it. You have your initiative there.
Okay.
So Remy,
Wish I had spider sense.
and then Task,
Of course I get the nat 20 when we're facing giants.
and then Panic,
Remy is motivated by this.
Yep.
and then Greckle.
Remember, flashes back to high school.
Am I missing where we are on the map? Am I crazy?
No, we're
Oh, there we are.
No, we're here.
Then we have
Okay.
Lily,
I see it now. Oh, I can
then-
scroll over. Haha, it's a big map.
Porky, and then I got to roll for our giant friends here. Where am I?
I mean, you don't have to. They can just sit there.
No, I think they want to do a little
Sure,
bit.
I
of
don't mind.
murder.
No, I don't think anybody
I
minds.
mean, like, they could just take it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean, they could just take it.
21. Holy shit!
Hey, that's still better than not. I don't know.
All right, Remy, you are up.
All right.
Oh,
is this
also,
considered
Greckles,
difficult terrain to run up?
Greckles, you are prone, by the way, as well.
Yeah, no, you see bones coming out of my body because that took more than half my health.
Alright.
You would have to climb up. It's about 30 feet up.
All right. Can he double move to get up there to the giant?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just all up in his grill. All right. So he'll double move, and that'll be his move or his turn, because I assume that's 2 movements, right?
Yeah. So action
Okay.
dash.
And then he's going to speak in giant.
Okay.
All right. We mean you no harm. We're just trying to pass through. And then take a defensive position.
Okay. Task, it is now your turn.
Fucking madman walking right up to a giant. I don't even know where to shoot this fucking thing. I don't know if we heard that. That's the problem. It's
You
just
heard
like-
him say something in a weird language. He would have yelled it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. That's why I'm like,
Borky,
oh.
Borky can speak giant. He can translate it.
He could.
Oh no, he's trying to talk to the giant.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, Monty, can you grant me something? I'm gonna hold action, but I also kind of want to look around to see if there's a tunnel we can.
Okay.
All right. Perception.
I will
So
let
yeah,
you do
roll
the
a perception, and then
right
you can
now,
ready
yeah.
an action to fire.
All right. Ah, no, 10.
You look through the swirling whirlwind of snow and you can't see anything. You can barely see these stone giants.
All right, cool. So I aim for this motherfucker's kneecap.
Okay, the one Remy's talking to.
Yep. If something goes south, taking a shot.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your action. That brings us to the giant's turn. The giant looks down to you. The thing is absolutely massive. It's 18
Yep.
feet tall. It looks down to you. Its neck crane, and it will go and it says in giant, "You will make a fine adornment to my hat," and swings with its club.
Oh shit.
All right.
It appears that they aren't really ones for talking.
Yep, they don't seem like they're negotiating.
So then, that is a 16 to hit you.
16 will miss. It'll hit off the
Okay.
shield.
He's gonna swing again, and that is a 19 to hit you.
19 to hit me?
Yeah.
I have a 19, so I don't know if the
So
tie
then
goes to you.
And then it hits.
Okay.
If it matches, it hits.
You took a defensive stance though, right?
No,
yeah, but that was just narratively.
Oh, I
Flare,
thought that was an actual
yeah.
move. Sorry.
They got rid of fighting defensively, which drives me crazy.
Ooh. You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
All right, we'll take a shot at this fuckwit. 19.
19, that hits.
13 points of damage.
Not bad, not bad. You hit him right in the kneecap, and he lets out a howl of pain. That brings him down to that much. Whew. You can take a second shot as well.
Oh,
as part
thank
of your held
God.
action.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Here I go. 15.
That misses, unfortunately.
Damn.
As you go to hit him again, you kind of graze past his ankle. He looks like his skin is really tough and hard. Almost like the earth he blends into around himself.
And I'm partly to mostly certain that even if I said cool, it would do absolutely fucking nothing.
I mean, if they're half naked up here.
Yeah, I guess. I figured as much.
They're actually wearing like those cats you saw. They're wearing like pelted like jackets of those cats, like kind of stitched together, as well as goat fur boots and things like that.
Okay, fuck it. Then I'm
Really
gonna
makes an upset noise.
I'm gonna take my next turn. I'm gonna take my chances.
Alrighty. The other giant, how far can they move? 40 feet. Holy shit.
They're big boys.
Boom, boom, boom,
This
boom,
one
boom,
is
boom.
going. This one is starting to run, and as it runs, the entire mountain begins to shake. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
as Doros
Christ.
just whips out his sword defensively. That ends the giant's turn. It is now Panic. It is now your turn.
All right. Seeing Greckles get really fucked up by that boulder, Panic is going to use his bonus action to use the healing wand on Greckles.
Okay.
You see Greckles. You see Greckles. Daffy Duck butt. Thanks.
So the healing wand was 2d4, right?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Panic just like
Heal 7 damage.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Panic just walks up to Greckles and he's just like, your femur's kind of sticky. Let me just get that back. There you go.
My bill is just accordioned into my face.
You know what happens to
something-
You know what happens to Daffy Duck?
Yeah.
Yep.
His beak's just on the other side of his head.
Oh, Jesus.
Panic comes over and twists it back around to the front.
You realize this means war.
Alright, Panic. What else are you doing?
There's always something on top of something. Get out of our way! And I cast Phantasmal Force.
Oh,
Right in front of us.
Ooh.
shit.
That sounds dangerous and good.
It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Plus
good luck.
0.
Is these
That
boys smart?
is a 14.
Nope.
Alright, you're going for the one directly in front of
The one directly in front of Doros.
Doros. Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just gonna spawn this like demonic-looking shadow thing.
You watch as a massive shadow dragon spawns behind this giant, and its face just becomes pale and afraid as this large, gnashing silver dragon appears before it. And it
Wait,
has it has 5 dead stone giants in his mouth.
Metal.
Damn.
Porky, brutal.
Well, you guys can't see it.
No, you guys can't see it, sadly.
Oh.
The storm giant.
That's for the best.
Probably, all things considered.
Yep.
Alright. Does he get a save after the fact or no?
On every one of his turns, he can use his action to make an investigation check.
Oh, to see. Okay. All right. No, it's been thoroughly frightened now. It's actually turned away, and Doros kind of looks confused as Doros is trying to struggle to his feet. Which does that end your turn, Panic?
Yep.
Greckles, it is now your turn.
Boy, howdy. Okay, so is the giant looking?
It's currently looking behind itself at nothing. The other one up on the hill is currently like lifting up its foot, ready to crush Remy.
To get up from being prone requires what?
Half movement. So for you, you move 30 feet, so 15 feet. So
I
it'll be
move
15 feet.
I move 40, so 20.
Oh, so then
So
20. Yeah.
So you can move 4 squares.
Hey, I can do it! Time to pop and weave, boyos. I get up, pull out Kajikiri because everything seems to be made out of freaking ice in this place, and I just blur my ass over, and I just give him a
Okay.
good stab right in the leg.
Alrighty.
Ha! Well, that's a 12 plus
You-
14.
You run up to hit him, and as you hit him, you just hear like the grinding of stone. As you watch the flames kind of flicker away, your blade nicked him, but it didn't cut him. And it looks down towards you now, distracted from the phantom behind it.
And I will move 10 feet back right to where I was.
Hey, how's it going?
Not good!
Lily, it is now your turn.
Okay. Lily stands up and shakes the blanket off, and she cracks her knuckle, and she's like, I guess it's that time again, huh, big guy? Pats Borky on the head again, hops down, and she's gonna wild shape into a polar bear.
You're gonna wild shape into a polar bear. Let me pull that
Yeah,
up.
match the theme, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be good, eh?
Oh, heck yeah, but you know, polar bears.
Oh no, yeah, this is gonna be a real slobber knocker, yo.
Oh, here it comes.
Taz sees that, it's just like, guys, I don't want to alarm you, but it's a ghost bear.
Can I get a double?
So your AC is 14, 12. All right. So you warp into a polar bear. You watch as this large lily becomes, how big is a polar bear? It is large, so whoop.
That's a
Lily
huge
enlarges.
Go help Doros.
All right, where are you going, Lily?
Doros isn't looking so good, so I'm gonna head towards the nearest giant.
Okay, so you can click and drag your character there.
Okay, I don't know how to do the measuring thing anymore, but I'll see if I can do it.
Nice.
Probably more than enough. Okay, and I'm gonna attempt to attack this guy if the dice roll let me.
All right, so roll a 20 plus 7.
So with this, like this bear war cry, it's like 1d20. Is it plus 7?
Plus 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need a space or not?
I'm a bear!
Plus 7, 13. Afraid that misses. You go and you bite into its ankle, and it begins to kind of like wave you around on its leg as you're being whipped side to side. But you have a secondary attack as you land on the ground.
All right, here we go again. God damn it!
Oh my god!
I think this is jinxed. Holy crap!
Roll one more time. Let's see if it's the roll 20.
That statistically, that's really rare to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
re-roll that. Re-roll that.
There we go.
There we go. That hits. I'm gonna call the other one a flub because that's too unlikely.
That's yeah.
2 rolls in a
2
row.
1s, 2 13s, just
All
throwing
right.
out everything.
So you need to roll 2d6 plus 5.
13.
13.
Ooh,
Not
nice.
bad. You run over it and you slash off its big toe. And it begins to howl. It lifts up and grabs its foot and begins hopping around
Just a
as you
huge,
kind
deep
of flip it
Tom
off.
scream.
This is a goddamn Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I just see her lift up the big toe over her head. Hooray!
You dingle it. You kind of
Like a trophy, like do 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 do.
You heard the giant's toe. The giant's toe.
Oh man, wait a minute. If this is Skyrim, we have to eat it so we can see what its alchemic problem.
Ah.
You want to do
Next.
anything else on your turn there, Lily?
I don't think. What else can I do?
I don't
on
think
my
you can
turn?
do
It's been a
anything
while. I
else.
don't think there's anything I can do. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like triumphant over the fact that I took a toe.
All right, Borky, it's now your turn.
Borky's looking at the situation. I'm gonna ask you a question. Can Borky, with his movement, get on top of that hill and back up Remy?
Let's find out.
You move 40.
You would have to
No.
double move, so you wouldn't be able
No,
to hit me.
he's still 30 feet, I
Yeah.
think. Or are you?
No,
Hold on,
he
let me double
moves
check.
40 feet.
He should, yeah.
He should be 40 feet.
Yeah.
Because he's a barbarian, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you are 40 feet. I couldn't remember.
Borky's seeing
But
that.
it's you said it was difficult terrain. That's why I had to double move.
Yeah, it is difficult terrain, so you'd have to do 20
So,
feet.
but you
and
could
then-
charge like the one by Doros and like be able to hit it.
It's true. I'm just all right. Borky's seeing.
You could action dash, too, if you want.
That too.
Well, I am gonna go back up Lily right now. Maybe we can reserve.
Do it.
We can reserve.
Yeah, that makes the most sense for your character too, because he loves Lily and she's in there.
Borky
Go
goes.
starts humming the Friends theme again.
Do 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 do.
No.
do, do, do,
That's
do,
not the
do.
friendship theme, but that works too, I guess.
No one told me
F
that
is
was
for
gonna
friends.
be this way. Borky goes into a rage.
All right.
Borky flies into a rage and Borky runs, dips and dives past everybody and slams right into the side of it. And Borky swings his great axe And that
Oh,
is
shit.
a natural 20!
That is a natural 20.
Clap, 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 clap!
Not only do you take the toe, you take his whole.
Oh.
Oh my god. Roll your damage and another d12 because of your brutal critical.
Now that's a lot of damage!
17. Roll another d12.
It's also
Five.
+2, right? Because
Plus
he's
two.
raging.
And plus 2, yeah. So that's 24 points of damage.
Christ.
Clap, 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 clap!
I love barbarians.
So that brings
Hit it
them down.
again!
And Barky's gonna swing with a second attack!
Okay.
God damn.
27!
That also hits.
Natural 19.
15 plus 2!
15.
Does
Oh
brutal
my God.
criticals cause you to give crits on?
That's a
19s as well?
different ability. That's a different ability. I don't know.
It
if
is
he
a
has that
barbarian
yet.
ability though.
It is. I don't know if he's got it though. Let me double check. Frenzied rage, savage attacks.
critical-
That's his racial.
Yeah, something happened to my my thing. A bunch of my abilities are gone.
Hold on. I'll double check.
I can grab my book here. Hold on.
No, 1 second. I gotta look it up. Let me double check that.
It's champion fighter.
Who's after Borky, by the way?
Brutal critical, feral
Oh,
instinct.
it's probably. Okay, got it. Never mind.
Let me see. It's involved with your berserker path here. Path of berserker. No, you don't have that. No.
I don't have.
Doing the math, 46.
No, you don't have that. That's a fighter ability. I know that my character Bluelith has
Is
that.
it? I thought it was
I
a
think-
barbarian ability as well.
No,
Huh.
it's
Never mind.
not.
Okay.
My bad.
So how much damage do I do in total tally there?
26, I think.
A lot.
I do 15 plus 2,
Wow.
17, 17, and then as well plus 7, so it's 24
Yeah.
plus 17. I do
You do a lot of damage.
I do 41 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Gosh.
Alrighty, Borky, does that end your turn there?
Yep.
Okay. That brings it around to Remy.
Oh, I do.
All right.
So I
Giant's
just
lifting up its foot.
Oh, he's lifting his. Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready to
Uh,
crush you under his foot.
So Remy is going to call out in common so everybody can hear him. Focus on the one giant. I'll keep this one off of you. Then I'm going to use dodge, which will give him disadvantage on all of his attacks to me. And
Okay.
then I will say in giant, do you know how many giants I've slayed? You'll be easy. And hold up the shield.
Okay.
How fitting.
It is now Task. It is now your turn.
I look to everyone else. I'm not letting him go alone. Stay focused on this one. I move over here and I take a pot shot at the one that's attacking.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
16. Ghoul.
That does not hit.
Piss.
Ooh!
You shoot him and you pierce his ear, and he's like, and he staggers his foot, crashing next to Remy. That
Motherfucker.
one hits
You
though.
want to
There
try
we
again?
go.
All right, Ghoul. 12
That
points
is
of damage.
6 cold. That is 12 points of cold damage. Double check, make sure we're not resistant.
Does that affect a frost giant?
We don't know if they're frost.
Oh,
we heard they were stone.
Oh, stone. Got it. That makes sense.
Alrighty. Yes, so that is 12 points of piercing damage onto, or not piercing, cold damage onto him. You watch as a spray eruption of ice begins to encapsulate around one of his fur pauldrons and up his neck, and he goes, "Meh!" He starts smashing and clawing at his neck, peeling off the frost and throwing it, but you see the skin almost reddened beneath. Is that in-
The plot thickens. That's my turn. Actually, no, wait, no. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this anyway. I'll hold it off for next turn. I should have did it before, but fuck it. Hunter's Mark.
Okay, bonus action?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm a little surprised you didn't do that before.
I didn't want to use it, but you know what? Fuck it. We're here.
Yeah.
Alright, it is the giant's turn. The giant in front of you, Remy, is looking right pissed. He's gonna put all of his frustrations towards you, but you took the dodge action, so...
Yep. So
that
disadvantage.
is... Yeah, it's disadvantage. So that's a natural 20.
But you gotta roll it twice.
That's a... that is a 16 is the
That will
second
miss.
roll. Okay.
Holy shit!
Oh boy, lad.
That's
The
why we
other-
dodge, gentlemen.
The other giant, seeing you, Lily, as a bear, seeing you as a fresh kill as well, is going to put its attention towards you.
Oh, goody.
He's going to swing down with a club attack. Oof. That is a 27 to hit you.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit you. That is. Okay, where's my d8? There it is. 5, 12, 17 plus 6. That's 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Cool. As the club comes down and smashes you, cracks over your back as you're thrown to the ice and snow, your paws spread out. And he brings up his club again, and you watch as snow flies off as he lifts it up as bare fur and blood. And he brings it down again. That is going to be a 23 to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That is 3, 10, 15. That is 21 points of damage.
I think that might nuke my form.
I think that, yeah, you have 42 health in that form. So, I lost count of the damage that you took. Shoot, sorry.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. I think that does knock you out, though.
Silly question. How
1 point over.
Does the
1 point over. Okay, yeah, you're out then.
Silly question. Does Phantasmal Force proc on Panic's turn or the actual?
It procs on my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious.
Because the first amount of damage was 20. How much was it? It was 20 something.
23, I think.
Yeah, and then the second one was 21. Yeah, you're knocked out. You're out of your form.
Okie doke.
And then the 1 damage carries over. Ew.
She popped like a fucking whack-a-mole just pops out. Oh.
It just whack, and she's instantly back in her small form.
You hear the Mario?
The stone giant looks confused by this. He's just like, there was a bear here, and now there's no bear. Where did the bear go?
It's like the Mario takes a hit, the mushroom.
This
shrinking
dude, even if
noise.
he survives this fight, he's gonna have some pride. He sees dragons eating people. Now he sees a bear disappear. Gonna need some therapy, man.
That will end his turn.
Giant therapy.
Panic, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and look at this giant that just smacked Lily out of her form, and I'm just gonna stare at him, look up, and point over his shoulder. You forget about something?
It slowly turns around, and the dragon has opened its jaws, and all the corpses have fallen out. And it's 1d6, correct?
It takes 2 psychic damage.
Yeah, you watch as the dragon comes down, and you guys are in front of the giant, Borky and Lily. You watch as the giant screams out in agony and clutches its side, but nothing's there. It's confusing. But in your eyes, Panic, you see the dragon come down and bite the giant in the neck as it lets out this howl of agony. He's getting messed up. Jesus.
Yep. And I look over to the one that Remy's fighting, and I'm going to whisper into the wind. And I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Do you want to click that spell for me?
Yep.
Okay.
Must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 14 psychic damage.
That is a 10.
Nope.
Welp.
Also, I don't know why that says DC 11. It should be.
Yeah, it should be more than that. So I'll say it takes 3d6. Oh my god. And it must immediately use direct moves far away from its speed.
I'm sorry, were you saying the Lord's Prayer?
Okay. Well, there is a ledge, so it is going to move as over there, and it's going to take 14 points of damage, which brings.
Does Remy get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, he does.
He sure
I do.
does.
Yay! What? Was he trying to move, or is it just because he?
He got scared
ran?
by something. You watch him scream, and he begins to run away.
Question: can I just let him run and not attack him?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him run.
Okay. He runs, and he begins.
Because I don't
want to.
Because if I attack him, that'll break the spell. So I'm not gonna. Remy would know that.
Alrighty.
He's just
Screaming
surprised.
That ends your turn there, Panic.
Can I use my bonus action to try to intimidate this guy into running as well?
The other stone giant? Sure.
Yeah,
I will say with disadvantage because he's huge.
but I've got a giant shadow dragon under my control.
Yeah, but he's afraid of that, not of you.
Well, I'll just say, Run and you may live. Stay and you will die. 16.
That is an 18 on his roll. It also doesn't help the fact that you don't know giant, so you just start yelling at him in common, and he's like,
It's the feeling behind the words.
yeah, you're aggressive, and the dragon behind him is screaming too, but he's still staying. He even turns to his friend and yells. He's like, Sebthos Akshnan! And you hear Borky and Remy, you hear Sebthos, we have to kill.
That's from the guy who's running away?
From the guy who's still staying, like he's still fighting.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do we notice the other guy starting to come back, or does he keep running?
He's trying to climb as of currently. We'll see what happens on his turn, though.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. That panic, does that end your turn there?
Yep.
Greckles, it is now your turn.
Okay, which way is this tall boy facing? That we're all in front of.
Monty, real fast. What about Doros?
Oh, I forgot about Doros.
Oh no!
I can't
the
believe
Doros
it.
boy.
I cannot believe this. The throwaway character.
He's just been prone on the ground for 3 rounds.
He's crying at a framed picture of Willow slowly.
Don't do that.
No! He's got the Wolverine pose, caressing the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Is he listening to Evanescence?
Alrighty, I'm gonna do, let's see, what do we want to do here? Oh boy, 1 second, I forgot I gave him a very specific spell, and he knows giant too, so this could totally work.
Oh, we're gonna hear him talk for the first time?
No, but you watch as Doros steps forward. What? Oh, I can cast it at a level. Oh shoot, what is the level change? Sorry, paladin spells. I'm not used to playing a paladin.
Yeah, she's
No.
like, oh my god, I get to do.
Because I realized he knows a spell. When you can additional creatures. Okay, then I'll just cast it at first level then. Yeah, he's gonna cast command on the stone giant.
What does he cast?
He's casting command. He's gonna order it.
Oh, nice.
And he's gonna order it with his face. So it's gonna have.
Just the sound of his muscles crunching gives the order.
A stern stare.
And he succeeds.
Oh!
Because his DC's pretty high. And he's gonna make it flee. Because that seems what you guys want to do. So the giant now sees Doros. Doros just walks forward, kind of pushes you aside, you and Lily, and just kind of stands there and narrows his eyes and looks up and just slowly pulls out the sword, and the giant beneath him is just like, and you see as this phantasmal force of panic kind of correlates around him, and the dragon disappears, and then you see Doros become this strange looking entity, the similar stone giant. I want you to roll knowledge history.
Who's rolling that? Oh god.
Only him, because he's the only one who can
Gotcha.
see
Oh,
it.
that 20!
Nope.
Oh. Greckles, you can't see it. It was panic. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, dang
Oh,
it!
no.
I thought that was an everyone roll. My bad.
Watch me get in that one here.
7.
Give it to Greckles!
It looks like some sort of stone giant, person of some kind. Maybe someone significant in history. Like some sort of villain, because there's this correlating black flame to them, and they're holding a large spiked club, and the other stone giant looks terrified. That ends Doros's turn. Greckles, I believe it was your turn that we ended on there.
Okay, so homeboy in front is scared. Homeboy in back is he still trying to climb out?
He's still trying to climb, yeah.
I have no idea what Doros is doing. So okay, so
He just looks mad, he looks disappointed and angry.
So he's facing towards the party, right?
Yeah, he is.
All right, time to go kneecap a bee. Gonna blue blur and kick jump my way off the rock wall and Kajikiri this fool. Ha!
Dude, are you hardcore parkouring right now?
Absolutely, and not with a 15.
No, that misses. You go to swing, and you nick the side of his back ankle. He's still really hard. You expect to hit flesh, but it's harder than flesh and thicker than flesh.
Tell you what, I could probably take another hit. I'm gonna go for the scary ass dagger of stab. If I don't roll a 1, it magically. Oh, that's an 18.
That hits.
Okay, so this.
Impossible.
Okay, so that's 5. 4 acid
That's
damage, 1
close.
normal damage.
You jab the knife right where his Achilles heel is.
Oh!
And you hear a snapping noise. That's 5 points of damage. That brings him to that amount. Perfect. And he lets out a howl of pain and kind of stumbles forward. He meets face to face with Doros, and his entire gray face just goes white in terror.
Nice, nice. All right, I'm good for turn.
Lily, it's now your turn.
Lily is a little bit shaken. She kind of like pushes herself out of the snow after basically getting pancake, and she kind of looks around, brushes herself off, and tries to see if there's anything that she can do supportively, because she, in terms of offensive, not really a thing anymore. Is there anybody that requires healing? I can't see health bars. I don't know if they're supposed to be
Greckles
there.
looks a little bit beat up at the moment.
I'm pretty out.
Does she need to roll a healing check, or can we just tell her?
I think just from being hit by a rock, I think she knows.
That was a big boulder.
You also know that Remy was soloing a giant, so there you go.
Yeah, Remy also is looking a little bit rough.
Okay. I can't remember which of my spells are contact. Is Cure Wounds?
Cure Wounds, you have to touch them, and then
It's
Healing Word is long
Healing Ward, I
distance.
think, is the one you can do from a distance.
Okay, I don't know if I have that. Let's have a look-see. I do not. Okay, so is this giant still chilling out, right?
Yeah, you can walk around him, like, to get
Yeah.
to Greckles.
Yeah, I'll walk around him, because I assume if I go up there, I get to take, like, one of those attack of opportunity
Attacks of
things?
opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna chill over here, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
You feel a gentle hand at your side there,
Ah,
Greckles,
jeez.
as you feel.
Do I just click the spell, or do I have to
Yeah.
roll it? I don't remember.
Just click it. It should work there for
He
you.
just pulled a Scarbles on you.
Cast it, what level? Can I cast it at this one?
Yay!
Get healed for seven
Little baby
damage there.
heal.
Hey, I have 32 maximum hit points. That's a
He
third
has-
of my health.
He has baby con, so that's
Yes,
fine.
Constitution.
I
That's
have
okay,
hollow
like
I have hollow
37.
bones. Oh, you know the feels.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn there, Lily?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright,
Well,
Borky, it's
yeah.
now your turn. The giant currently is locking eyes with Doros and looks absolutely petrified.
Borky's like in with just a shot of looking right at Doros' face. Borky kind of leans in from off screen and just bonks him in the head with the great axe. You bonk on the head.
Okay.
17.
That just hits.
Aw.
Bonk him on the head.
13 plus 2.
15. That's not bad. That's not bad.
And Borky.
Puppet Pale Clam!
There's another bonk. Oh, no bonk on the head from that one.
11.
11.
You go to swing and he staggers back, feeling the first axe slams perfectly into his like leaned over chest, and he
Ow.
reaches up and you go to swing him again in the lung, but he manages to dodge out of the way. He's so confused. He's surrounded by so many threats. He's sort of panicking now. Does that end your turn there, Borky?
Yeah.
All right, Remy, it's now your turn.
Remy will stay up on that cliff.
Okay.
He will also ready a move into the giant if he does anything hostile, but from up on that cliff, he's going to pull out his sword and point it and narratively light it ablaze with his shield out. And then he's going to
Okay.
call out in giant. I suggest you follow your brother's lead and leave, unless you wish to taste Volithian steel.
You say that in giant.
In giant.
Okay, roll an intimidation check.
Oh god, why?
What's a Volithia?
With advantage, right? Because I'm cool.
Just standard because you can speak your language.
4.
4.
I mean, it sounded cool in my head.
He got a 4.
I'm just trying
so
to make sure that
technically you pass.
Doros' effect works and he runs.
No, he's scared. He's looking at all of his options right now, and he's terrified.
All right.
Task, it is now your turn.
Alright, seeing the other threat kind of run away, I pass Hunter's Mark onto the guy everyone surrounding.
Jesus, this poor dude.
You threw two. I can't even talk tonight. My God, you threw two.
You did the
snow
thing!
giants. You did the thing, Monty. You did the thing. I'm tired. I was up at 8 a.m.
Alright. Alright. Cool. 13. No doing. Cool.
You go to fire, and it bounces off of his chest.
26.
The second one hits him right in the nipple.
Ah!
Wow.
Oh.
All right, let me roll
8.
my hunter's mark
And
damage.
your hunter's mark?
4.
4.
That's
So that
cold
comes
damage.
12, yeah. 12 points, right in the nipple.
Ooh.
Can it cut diamond?
Now it can. You watch as a perfect sphere crystal now forms out of his nipple.
Ow!
And he just screams out, grabbing his chest.
That's what you get.
Alright, it is now the giant's turn. The other one is going to make an athletics check, which it should do with absolute, plus 12. I think it's going to make it out. Unless yeah,
Jeez.
that's not. The giant climbs up the side of the mountain and disappears into the fog. The second one is going to book it, which gives Greckles, Lily, and Borky attacks of opportunity.
Would I get sneak attack damage with an attack of opportunity? Mind?
I don't believe it applies. I could be wrong though.
I
I
want
think it's
Lily
only
to
on a
Charlie
standard
horse
check.
this thing, and she gets the last hit and kills it as it comes down the mountain.
All right, here I'll go ahead and roll it. Not hitting it anyway. God, I
You
cannot roll
missed.
high tonight.
You swing and hit, and it's just he starts running, and he almost like steps on you. Lily, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Oh
I believe
boy.
you have a quarterstaff or a weapon of some kind.
Punch him in the
I-
foot.
Ew.
Punch him in the foot.
Rip.
Oh no! You go to swing, and his feet raises up too high, and you can't seem to catch him. Borky,
Story of my life.
11.
you guys don't expect him to run as fast as he does. He just starts running, and the entire mountain begins to shake as he takes both of his movement just to disappear. He disappears into the fog, screaming.
He does the attack on Titan thing running down the street. His arms flailing and everything.
Oh, sashaying about.
Yes, the sashaying running Titan.
Singing who I
And-
did it, dum, did it, do.
As you catch your breath, you sigh as the winter snow begins to envelop you once again.
Oh, damn it.
The warmth of the adrenaline fading away, sweat dripping off of your brows. Doros dusts himself off and pulls the rock out of his ear and flicks it away.
Remy's gonna get down off the ledge, move over to Doros, and then offer up his wrist and his forearm as kind of like a bash of arms.
Doros bashes his arms and then gives you a thumbs up.
Lily, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just a little bit scary.
Yeah, you ran right at him as a bear, and he just went BAM! And you weren't a bear anymore.
Yeah, I have a headache.
Okay, it's probably just
Roll the perception.
it's just a confession.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
As you look around Task and kind of scour the mountainside, you see the opening to a large cave.
There's a tunnel over
Large
there.
enough.
Where?
I lead them to the tunnel.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow Task.
Likewise.
You follow Task, and you find a large 20-foot tall opening in the side with carved door edges.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone prepare yourself.
It's written in giant runes.
What does it say in giant?
Let me find out. I have it written down here.
I will make a note of this.
Or maybe I didn't write it down because I'm an idiot.
You can just let me know later if you can't find it.
Speak Nakama and enter.
It's kind of important.
Uh-oh.
It says Phantasma Dream Mountain, Sacred Entrance.
Phantasma.
Dream Mountain, sacred entrance.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go break up someone's church, yeah!
Phantasma.
All right, so there we go.
Okay.
Question for all of you. Phantasma Dream Mountain Sacred Entrance. Do those words mean anything to any of you?
Anyone who wants to can roll knowledge history.
I'm going to. Yes, please.
Boy.
I'd have Doris roll, but he doesn't talk.
No.
He has
Not
to
for me.
he has to pantomime his
Booyah.
answer.
5.
Remy, you can also roll as well.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
13.
Yeah.
Let me...
Jesus.
Oh man, you said it was history.
History, yeah.
Got it.
And this was Phantasma what?
Basically, it translates roughly to like Dream Mountain or Dreamscape or like. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't directly translate, but it basically means like 7. None of you know.
Got nothing.
That's okay. As you guys enter the cave?
Do we have to put? Is this like on doors or is it just on an open?
It's just
Is
open.
it like
It's
carved
got
into
a.
the stone?
It's like a frame. Yeah, it's carved into the stone of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
The only here's our problem though. We could go through here, but we don't know if it continues to lead upward.
Well, we might.
There's only
need to
one
make-
way we're going to find out. Doros, to the front.
And he steps forward.
I'm gonna follow behind him.
As you make your way through the entrance, you hear your footsteps echo across a chasm, and that is where we will end the session for tonight.
Yep.
No!